in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. I'm frozen, neck is frozen. Catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling. Check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, bring the cheese. Put the lights up, 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, hurt my back, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
You don't know me. I am a hacker.
Okay.
I'm here to teach you and your subscribers how to take advantage of subscribing to your Twitch channel for free, which will heap upon you riches. Are you interested?
Sure. I mean, is it allowed?
Don't you worry if it's allowed or not. Jeff Bezos will never find out.
Ooh, I wouldn't say his name.
Fine, I won't say his name. Alright, here's what you do. Go to twitch.tv and register an account. It's free. All you have to do is associate the same email that you use on Amazon with Twitch. Glorious.
Wait, how do you have my... Are you shushing me?
Hush. Next, go to gaming.amazon.com. When you get there, it'll show you logged in if you're logged into your Amazon account.
Wait, you have my Prime account too?
If not, log in. Once there, you'll see an option to link Twitch account. Click on that button. Then a pop-up will happen. It will say link your Twitch and Amazon accounts. Simply click on link accounts. You'll get confirmation that you want to link your account, and just hit confirm. Congratulations! You've linked your accounts! Now all you have to do is come back to twitch.tv/CSEN Chicago. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a purple button that says subscribe. When you click on that button, you have the option to register for free with your Prime account. When you click on that button, you scroll down, you'll see a 1-month option, and you'll be able to do it for free with your Amazon account. That's it. Now you'll have to set it up every month, but it costs you nothing and gives Comedysportz half of the subscription rate a normal subscriber would pay. It's like stealing money from you-know-who.
Wow, that was super easy. But I think it is allowed. I think that's the whole point.
Say nothing!
Okay. Wow, and we get half of every person who registers?
Half!
And they don't have to pay anything?
Nothing!
Well, there you have it, loyal fans. It's as easy as that. Simply connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and it helps raise money for CSEN and Comedysportz Chicago. Thanks, mysterious stranger.
You're quite welcome, Jason.
How did you get my number?
This New Year's Eve, Comedysportz Chicago cordially invites you to pour yourself a glass of champagne, snuggle up with your loved ones, and ring in the new year with warmth and laughter. For 24 hours straight!
I'm sorry. What?
Hello? Who goes there? Oh my gosh. Are you an elf?
No. Yes.
Wow, a real Christmas elf. What's your name, little guy?
I'm Beauregard Sparkle Buns.
What?
But don't call me that. I'm trying to go incognito. Call me something innocuous like Twinkle Lips Fizzy Pants or Plumberry Fuzzy Chuckles.
No. You're a long way from the North Pole. Are you running away?
Hey, don't judge me, Gigantor. You would too if you had to spend every day working overtime to spread joy and cheer to all the children of the world.
I don't know, that sounds like fun.
Well, you've clearly never spent a year in a Furby factory. Those eyes, so haunting. I'm up to my sugar plums with work, and I can't relax. I just wish somebody would bring me joy and cheer for once.
Well, have you heard of Comedysportz?
Oh, the famous improv show where it's not comedy about sports, but comedy played as a sport?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, we have shows every Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 Central Standard Time, and each show has 2 matches in it. So that's 4 times the fun. It's perfect for anyone needing to take the edge off during this very stressful holiday season.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Plus, we at Comedysportz are working overtime to bring joy and cheer to the world. We've added extra matches on December 21st, 22nd, 24th, and 28th at 7:30 p.m.
Wow, that's great. I feel more relaxed already.
Are you finding your Christmas spirit again?
As it turns out, it was in here the whole time.
In your heart?
No, in my phone. The ghost of Christmas present keeps trying to call me, and I do not want to get to know him better, man. Well, I guess I should be heading back up to the North Pole. I'll have to tell all the elves about Comedysportz.
We look forward to seeing you. Merry Christmas, Beauregard.
Merry Christmas, Jason. Oh, and Jason, look under your seat.
Hey, I don't see anything.
Sucker!
I just woke up from a nap, and now I'm ready to celebrate Hanukkah. And you can celebrate too. That's right. Oh, come, join me and Bubby. I can't do sour cream anymore, though.
Okay, what about your lactose problems?
That does sound like a good investment opportunity. Oh, hello. I'm high-powered business executive Jason Geis. I'm here to ask you, what are you doing for your company's holiday party this year? No plans yet? Well, let me tell you what every high-powered executive needs is an interactive virtual holiday party featuring Comedysportz. Why Comedysportz? Because nobody understands high-pressure situations and battling it out in the boardroom better than competitive improv with 2 teams battling each other for the ultimate dominance. The best part is your HR rep will love it. I know mine did, because it's completely family-friendly.
Good evening, loyal fans, and welcome to tonight's Comedysportz match. I'm your announcer tonight, Patrick Conley. It's wonderful to see everybody here. Quick question for you. Yes, that is almost how you spell my name as I look into the chat. It's wonderful to see everybody here. Quick question. Just type this in the chat right now. If this is your first time here, I just want you to type a 1 in the chat. If this is your first time seeing us on Twitch, just put a 1 in the chat right now. Oh, thank you so much. This is awesome. My heart just grew 3 sizes, and I should see my doctor about that. Wonderful. So it looks like so far we have got a lot of returning fans. Good call, Mark. So just in case there's someone who's shy or who doesn't have a 1 on their keyboard, welcome to Comedy Sports. This is comedy played as a sport. It is the home of competitive improvisation here on Twitch. And tonight we have 2 teams facing off for you. As always, our downtown Chicago bosses are here to defend their title up against one of the Midwest favorite teams, the New Buffalo Wild Wings. We're going to see if this newcomer on the scene can finally take the trophy from our defending champions. Now, there's a few things you need to know about this. Like I said, it is competitive, and we have those 2 teams facing off, and you help to decide who is going to win. We're going to have polls during the match to let you vote on which team you think deserves points. We're going to have challenges where they can earn those points and get advantages going into the next round. But it is also improvised, meaning everything you're about to see is made up on the spot. This is all happening for the very first and the very last time. This show is just for you, just for tonight, just for 7:30. And it will never happen again, unless, of course, you go to the video of the day and watch the recording back later on, in which case you can enjoy this as many times as you want. Now, thank you. Hey, that's a great reminder. Tonight we are accompanied by our music director, David Jans. David will be improvising live music throughout the entire night and also providing our musical stings and some bonus sound effects, which I cannot do myself. Now, everything is made up. The music, the characters, the scenes, the songs, the games. And because of that, it's possible that our players might mess up. Now, we here at Comedy Sports do pride ourselves on performing at the top of our intelligence, where you don't have to say anything gross or nasty or offensive to make you laugh. We're better than that. But if a player does step over that line of good taste, our referee can impose one of our many fouls. In this case, the brown bag foul, accompanied by the ever-ominous organ music. Super ominous. If a player gets a brown bag foul, if they say something offensive or nasty pants, they can get a penalty within the game. The referee can also take away points based on the severity of that foul, possibly costing them the match. Now, here's the thing. The brown bag foul is not just for the players. This is also for you in the chat. So our players can lose points. You can only lose dignity. So if you type something in, it's like maybe a little over the line, we might just give you a warning, a private message. On the other hand, if it's something that's super gross or mean-spirited, we will kick you out of the Twitch room. We don't want to do that, but sometimes you got to lay down the law. Sorry about that, everybody. So that's basically what you need to know. Don't say anything mean in chat. Vote on which team you think deserves the points when the polls come up on screen. And also, to prove that everything is in fact improvised and made up on the spot, you will be providing the inspiration, you will be providing the suggestions for the entire night. And we're going to practice doing that right now. In the chat, other than just shopping, I'd like you to type in something that you can do at a mall. And that could be a mall today, that could be a mall in the 80s. Like, I remember I used to be able to get those books where, like, it would, like, have your name printed, but it was, like, clearly in a different font and had been added later on, but it would be like, happy birthday, it's a book about you. I saw through that right away. So go ahead and, start typing those into chat. Things you can only do at a mall, whether that's today or in the past. And one of the nice things about giving suggestions, you can give multiple suggestions too. So if you type something in and then you're like, wait, I thought of something better, feel free to keep doing that. The more suggestions you give, the more our players have to use. I'm so glad I asked this. This is really taking me back. Like the sense memory is really kicking in. I could smell the Sbarros. All right, keep these coming in. I'm going to use some of these later on in tonight's match. But that means that you and the audience are warmed up. That means that our players are warmed up. So there's only one thing left to do, and that's kick off tonight's Comedy Sports match. Welcome, loyal fans. It's virtual Comedysportz Chicago. And tonight, we have a Midwest rivalry that has never been seen before. They started off as rivals, and it can only get more intense from here. Our downtown Chicago bosses will be defending their title against our visitors in red, the New Buffalo Wild Wings. There they are. Tonight, Leading off for the Wild Wings, it's Ashley Guerin. On anchor, Marilet Martinez. And the captain of the Wild Wings, Carly Kohake. And now, loyal fans, throw those emotes in chat. Throw those fingers up. Throw those 6s and 7s in there for your defending champions, the Downtown Chicago Bosses. Leading off tonight for the Bosses, it's Brian Houlihan. On anchor, Chip Aquan. And the captain of the Bosses, Kate Cohen. And now, loyal fans, throw those Ref Love emotes in chat. Put up those foam fingers. Type in those 6s and 7s as we welcome your referee, the person in charge, your MC, Kat Gotzik!
Hello, loyal fans. How are you tonight? Let's hear from you in the chat. Where are you tuning in from, huh? Where are you tuning in from tonight? I want to see how far away you are. Evanston is perfect. Hi, Austin. What's up, Alaska? Cincinnati? Come on, this is amazing. Welcome, all of you, to Comedysportz Twitch style. It is time to play. Oh, you know what? Before we play, there is one thing Pad has not mentioned yet, and that is that there's another foul I can call at any time that has nothing to do with the players. It has to do with the player's computer equipment, because the player might do everything right, and yet they might be muted. They might glitch out. They might burble. They might sound like they're underwater and we can't understand them. If any of that happens, well then, I will call the technical foul and we will deal with it right then. We'll just deal with it. We'll just deal with it, right? How are you, Pad?
I'm doing great, Kat. How about you?
I'm great. Shall we get this started?
Let's get this started!
All right, captains, to the screen. Captain Kate, Captain Carly, Captain Carly, Captain Kate. Welcome to the screen, and you are a defending champion, Captain Kate. Please choose a game for our opening head-to-head round. What's it going to be?
Well, we didn't become champions of Comedysportz because we don't know stuff. So we would like to challenge the Wild Wings to the game of Last Second Experts.
I see. Do you accept, Captain Carly?
Big mistake! It is our best game!
Oh, no, backfire, Captain Kate. Let's see how this goes. All right, everyone on the screen right now. And in the chat, what I need to know is from any of you out there watching, does anyone actually have an advanced degree, a master's or a PhD? And if you do, what is the subject? What is the subject in which you received your advanced degree? Okay, genetics and developmental biology. Genetics and developmental biology.
Classic.
All of this is amazing. Oh my gosh, everyone is so smart. Wait a minute. You know, Amanda Brock, I'm going to come back to your genetics, but I'm going to take biomineralization because I've never literally seen that word before. And I think I'm smart, but apparently I'm not, because I do not know what biomineralization is. Okay, so it is so weird that I don't know what it is, because every single one of our players does know what it is. They are all indeed experts in biomineralization. Captain Kate, choose a player from your team to start us off.
Our top biomineralization expert, Brian Houlihan.
Right.
Will begin.
Wonderful. Now Brian will start, and let's put a timer on the board. 2 minutes for this game. 2 minutes. I'm gonna start a timer on my phone too, or I think I can end up figuring it out. Who's gonna? All right, good. Okay, so who is gonna start talking about biomineralization? At any point, though, any of the players can say,
Challenge.
All right. If someone challenges, I will call on them and they will challenge whatever the speaker has just said. I will either accept what they say or decept what they say. If I accept it, they will begin speaking. And at the end of the 2 minutes on the timer, whichever team has a player is speaking will get the 5 points and the early lead. So, Huli, biomineralization, start us off. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Biomineralization is the simple task of any biological creature creating minerals. For example, if you're to drink hard water with calcium carbonate in it, for example, you drink that down and your body is going to naturally filter the H2O and the calcium carbonate, the part of the hard water, out. Now your kidneys will be the part that's doing the filtration. When your kidneys are doing the filtrating, they push the water out.
Marilat,
My kidneys are no good. I did a lot of partying the night before.
Oh, well, that is an unseen wrinkle that needs to be explored. Continue.
Biomineralization cannot happen unless the kidneys are in a purified state. Now, if you have compromised by going to a rager, a rave, or perhaps Burning Man at a time where you should not have.
Challenge.
Kate.
If I'm going to Burning Man, I have definitely made a compromise.
Let's hear about that. Continue. 1 minute.
Okay, so I personally don't love the idea of being in a desert for that long. I lived in Arizona for a very long time, and I love it.
Challenge.
Carly?
Last time I checked, Arizona's pretty much desert.
I mean, it is. I mean, I can't argue. I want to, but I can't. Continue, Carly.
Arizona, it is arid, dry. That's why they have Arizona in the
30
name.
seconds.
It's arid. And when Kate says she lived
Challenge.
there, that means she's only.
Julie.
It's not why Arizona is in the name. It's not named after air. It's named after something else.
And I want you to explain exactly what it's named after.
Yeah.
Begin.
It's named after
10
the
seconds.
first governor whose name was Arizona. Arizona took the time to
Challenge.
declare the territory.
25, 4.
That was the person I went to high school with, and she wasn't from there.
That is time. The New Buffalo Wild Wings were speaking. They get 5 big points and the early lead.
All right. All right, 5 points to the challengers. This is their first time on the screen, but they are already making an impact.
I mean, I heard a lot about them before they got here. Let's get their captain on the field, Captain Carly, and find out what they are going to play in their team choice game. Captain Carly.
Hello, Ref
Congratulations.
Gatsik.
Sorry?
Ref Gatsik.
Thank you. I don't know who you're talking to, but I'm sure they're appreciative of your greeting. What would you like to play in the opening team choice round?
Well, as the New Buffalo Wild Wings, we would like to play number words.
I did not understand that at all. Where are you guys all from? What is that accent? What is that?
We're from Europe.
Is it a New Buffalo accent?
Yeah, we're a couple of wild wings.
All right, what game you want to play so that I can understand it?
As I said before, Captain Ref Gatsik, I would like to play number of words.
No, number words. That's what I heard. That's the game I'm taking. All right. So in this,
Yeah, got it.
all right. I would like in the chat. You are going to put in any number between 1 and 20. Any number between 1 and 20. Let's see those in the chat. Now, the fun thing about the numbers that you are putting in there is that it is going to affect how many words each player can say. And I'm getting a lot of 14, so I think I have to take that. Okay.
Big 14 crowd tonight.
Really? Right? It's lucky 7 times 2. All right. So, Marilet,
Yes.
You are going to say 14 word sentences.
13.
All right. Ashley, you
Yes.
are going to say 7 word sentences.
Yes.
And Carly, you, my friend, the number of words you're going to say is 2. All right. Okay, so let's recap the number of words that you're going to say in this next scene. Marilette.
13.
Ashley.
7.
And Carly.
2 words.
Okay, so now in the chat, I want you to say a location where there is always a lot of drama. There's just always a lot of drama in this location. And that's where we are going to set this number word scene.
Backstage at Comedysportz.
Hey, am I right?
Yeah.
Thank goodness we're on Twitch
That's a
right
wild
now,
time.
because it eliminates the entire green room drama. Oh my gosh. Amanda, I'm coming back to you. You are in a junior high cafeteria. A junior high cafeteria. All right. Players, for this game of number words, are you ready?
Yeah. Listen, Monica, I don't think I can do your homework anymore today.
What do you mean? My homework's due today.
So, if
Explain the rules one more time, referee. I'm sick. I think
if you're going to choose a game, I'm going to insist that you actually play it.
You know, I got caught up.
We like to break the rules because we're wild.
We're wild and crazy ways.
Yeah, well, that's going to happen, ref. I say all the words.
This is the one do-over you get the entire night. But seriously,
it's a practice round.
Are you real? You don't get any more of those. You are a professional comedian with at least that much short-term memory. I'm convinced of it. Are you ready? Begin.
Yes. Here we are together again. Yes.
Very happy.
I can't believe you bring this up at a time like now.
On Tuesday?
Tuesday? Oh, please continue. I didn't mean to cut you off. My bad, lady.
Georgina, it's okay. Tuesday is the day.
You're right.
See? Friends.
We will be together forever because I did a blood oath with you.
Marked right on my hand. The love. Oh.
Forever Scar.
Forever Scar is also the name of our band that will be premiering in 2 Tuesdays.
Rock on.
Can't wait to finally show our talents.
I'm so glad you brought up talents because we need to work more.
You think?
I do think you need to work on your talents.
Sometimes art imitates life, Cat. God's sake, ref.
Captain Kate, come join me on the field, please. Oh, Captain Kate.
I am exhausted.
You can do better.
You know what? I mean, we're gonna do something.
right? And it's going to be better.
It's going to involve no counting. I'll tell you that for the very simple reason that my team can't count.
Well, I mean, neither could they. So
No, but at least I mean we accept that about ourselves. We're on a journey of self-love, and so we don't put ourselves in those positions where we know we're going to fail.
Oh, well, then what position are you putting yourself in? What are you going to play in this team choice round?
Well, I'm glad you asked. We're going to put ourselves in a position where we can offer some advice
Yes.
to our loyal fans, and I know that it's something that our loyal fans have done before and asked advice type questions, but since the holidays are upon us, we are going to do, instead of a panel of experts, we are going to do a panel of elves.
Happy, joy. Well, in the chat, everyone, if you would please right now, put in your very best elf name, the cutest, spunkiest, wackiest, holidayest elf name that you can think of. And we are going, I'm sorry, I'm not taking Buddy. That is taken. It's off the table.
Yeah.
There will be no Buddy elves.
We would love like no existing elves.
No existing elves.
Yeah.
No existing elves. Oh, all right, excellent. Raise your hand if you'd like to be Sparkles the Glamour Elf. That's definitely Huli.
Huli didn't even know what it was and he wanted it.
But he was right.
That is Huli.
These are all the best. All right, raise your hand if you would like to be a Beauregard Sprinkle Bottom.
I feel like that's very Chip.
Chip, and that leaves you, Kate, with Grobu.
Thank goodness.
Grobu. Genuinely, though, all of these names are incredible. And we need to play this game year round just to take advantage of our wonderful of our loyal fans and their elf naming skills. All right, so now in the chat, I would like you to start asking authentic advice type questions, please. The elves will take care of making it funny. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is ask them real questions, and they will answer you. I'm sorry, apparently it's Grogu. Okay, just want to make sure you understand that. It's Grogu, not Grobu. Totally different elf. All right, so right now, let us bring all of our elves to the screen. And we'll have you introduce yourselves. We'll start with the one with the Santa hat.
Good evening. My name is Beauregard Sprinklebottom. I am from originally Elvin, Alabama. It's very much like Alabama, but with elves.
Okay, wonderful. With the boa, please.
Yes, hi. I've already forgotten my name because I have short-term memory problems. It comes from living in the cold.
You're Sparkles the Glamour Elf.
I am very much that, and I will forget in a moment.
Okay, wonderful. All right, Purple Scarf.
Hi there, I'm Grogu. I'm your neighborhood-friendly health enthusiast and holistic wellness elf. Also on my way to being an Instagram influencer, and I can't wait to hear what kinds of questions you have.
All right, an excellent question to start us off. Which song should I sing for the virtual office Christmas party duet competition? Beauregard.
Well, you need to take into account your ensemble that you got there, for example. I mean, no one wants to hear, a Paul McCartney synthesizer sort of, if that's not the I'll get back. I'm Beauregard.
All right, thank you, Beauregard. Sprinkle, the Sparkles, the Glamour Elf.
Thank you. So here's the thing about a duet. You gotta choose the right one to make yourself look great. So Anything by Sonny and Cher would be fantastic. Or if you're a little bit hipper, I would go with that new Chance the Rapper and Justin Bieber song. It's very good.
Okay, and Grogu.
Okay, that's a really, really, really great question because everybody knows that the holidays are all about togetherness, and togetherness screams duets. So if you haven't known, it's actually a really great Christmas classic up in the North Pole to sing Tears in Heaven. So I would strongly suggest that as your Christmas duet.
Okay. It feels counterintuitive.
I know. I regretted it immediately.
Sparkles, we're gonna start with you this time. What is the best flavor of candy cane? What's the
I'm
best
sorry.
flavor of candy cane?
Oh, okay. The question was about pillows, right? I don't know. It's too cold. So, the best pillow is one with the nutcracker on it. And if you can't find any of those, I suggest just like a regular Noel. And it's also delicious to eat.
All right, Grogu?
Okay, so the best flavor of candy cane, that was the question, right?
Yes?
Yes, okay, so a lot of people would encourage you to go with a classic peppermint, but for me, I feel like this season, if you really want to take care of your gut health, I might strongly recommend a candy cane with a probiotic and either a wheatgrass or a psyllium husk flavor.
All right, Beauregard, best flavor of candy cane.
Oh, I suggest you drink your candy cane.
Fair enough. All right, we have time for one more. How do I get my kitten to stop attacking the elf on the shelf? I know you guys all must know the elf on the shelf. So apparently there's a kitten that's taking liberties. Let's start with you, Grogu.
Okay, what a really great question. First of all, I just want to say I love all animals. But the best way to get your kitten to stop trying to play with your elf on the shelf, as everybody knows you cannot touch the elf, is to just tell the kitten that there's a wellness seminar happening down the hall and that they're going to be able to crack into all of their main life objectives. So that's what I would strongly recommend.
Okay, wonderful. Beauregard.
Look, you might have had a kitten in the past that is infatuated with Elf on the Shelf. Who hasn't been there? Who has not been the Elf on the Shelf to which the kitten has been amorous and interested and just... You just have to say, kitten, I am my own elf. Please respect my boundaries.
All right. Thank you. Good advice for everyone. Sparkles, the glamour elf.
Okay, so first of all, this is something I could never forget because Cat on Elf murders happen more than you would expect, and it's not just Elf on the Shelf. His name is Matt Linton. Okay, so he knows what he's doing. But if you want to get your cat away from Matt, the best way to do it is with a treat. Cats love treats.
That is time. Alrighty, well, we just saw 2 games, and it's time now for our loyal fans to vote on which team they would like to get 5 big points in this next round. You see the poll up there? And everybody click on that poll and vote for the team who wore it better. Was it the game of, we just saw panel of elves, and before that we saw number of words.
And when you vote, as you watch our channel, you'll notice underneath your chat, you accumulate channel points. Those are completely free, and you can use those to add extra votes if you think there's a team extra deserving of that round's victory.
And I hope everybody knows what that is, what team that is. Use your channel points on. You also, I'll just say that this holiday season, if you are looking for a last minute gift, Comedy Sports has merch.
What?
Merch, right, Pat? Where
That's
can
right.
we find our merch?
You can find our merch at comedysportz.threadless.com. That's comedysportz.threadless.com. But huge update, with a vote of 64% to 36%, these 5 points go to the blue team, the downtown Chicago Bosses, and Panel of Elves take the round.
That round, defending champions, back on top. Or actually, no, what is the scoring update?
Our current scoring update is both teams are on top. Both teams are equally winning. Also, both teams are losing.
It's 5-5, correct?
Correct.
Well, then, it is time to play another head-to-head game. Am I right?
Boom! Yes.
Thank you. All right, Captain still playing. Phil. Oh, you're already here. Hello, Captain Kate.
Hello.
Captain Carly. Hi, Carly.
Hello, Captain Gutsy.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Thank you for asking.
How are you, Kate?
I'm doing really well and speaking in a totally normal voice.
Thank you for that.
What's your trend?
Small mercies. So, it is Captain Kate. I'm going to let you choose this next head-to-head round two because you're speaking in a totally normal voice.
I see. I thought you might appreciate that, Kat. And
Dare you?
Speaking of appreciating things.
Say.
You said, how dare you? You can take me off the screen. You can't take my face away.
The insults are not effective if I don't understand them.
What's amazing is, okay, I was going to say what's amazing is I can still see her and she's still doing it. Even when...
What are you talking about? I'm just but New Buffalo Wild and Crazy Wing.
So here's what I would like to play. Since nobody understands Carly, and also nobody understands me sometimes, we would like to play Home for the Holidays to try to get our families to understand what we're doing, what we're into.
Really? I accept.
I don't know what you said. We're going to play that game.
Right.
All right. So, many of us in years past, probably fewer than usual this year, but we go home and we have to explain to family members that we haven't seen for a while what our job is, or what our hobbies are, or who we're seeing, or what's just generally what's going on in our life. So this is going to be a pun generating game based on that premise. We're going to get suggestions right now in the chat. Just give us professions, any profession out there. You can also, and Pat, will you help me get some of these suggestions, my friend?
I would love to.
All right, wonderful. So professions, hobbies. Let's make it unusual hobbies. Some other things too.
You need some help?
Just some other things. Just put in some nouns and verbs.
Yeah, and chat, don't worry. We just have to unplug Kat and then plug her back in. It'll be
I
fine.
have a hard time understanding that one, Kat.
My blame?
Thank you, Madeline. I did too.
I don't understand, but I hope to learn about it one day because I'm open to multi-experiences.
Thank you. That's what I look for in a good competitor.
No idea what any of that was. Pat?
Yes.
Why don't you get us our first suggestion?
Wonderful. I'm gonna give you the last suggestion I wrote down, but I also misspelled it. So your suggestion is astronomer.
I'll take astronomer too. Astronomer. We'll start with you, Captain K. Oh, and at the end of this, everybody pay attention, because at the end of this, you will need to vote on which team you thought had the most hilarious Home for the Holidays explanations for all of these things. Captain Kate, what are you astronomer on? Tell me about the astronomers.
Yeah, so no, I'm working as an astronomer. It's a really out of this world kind of job.
Oh, Ashley.
Look, Uncle Ted, I'm just trying to be an astronomer, okay? I swear it will light up your world.
Chip?
No, sorry, I'm actually not an astronomer. I host a burlesque review, but I do look at a lot of heavenly bodies.
Oh boy. Marilette.
No, Dia, I'm an astronomer. Yeah, I think this might be a little out of your scope.
Oh, Huli.
Mom, you are not listening to me. Yes, I'm an astronomer, and I'm also your son.
Oh, dang. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Pat, get us another one.
All right, our next suggestion is going to be palm reader. Palm reader.
Palm reader. Palm reader. Carly.
Oh no, I'm not dating a palm reader. We are just froms.
All right. Thank you for saying that, so I thought you were still doing your bit. Kate.
No, Dad, yes, I am dating a palm reader. Yeah, but yeah, no, don't worry. I really don't see a future for us.
Marilette.
Yes, it is true. I am now a full-time palm reader. It's true. Yeah, my love line is out the door.
Nice. Pat, give us another suggestion. We're going to speed rounds.
All right, our next suggestion is DJ.
DJ, Chip.
Yes, Aunt Bertha, I am a DJ. I'm
Ashley?
Yes, that's true. I am DJ Tanner.
Huli.
No, Uncle Snowden. No, you got it wrong. I'm a DJ, but I record everything.
I get it. Pat, another one.
This one just came in. Paleontologist.
Carly.
Yeah. I am a paleontologist, Aunt Myra, but if you have a bone to pick, I'd rather not be on a holiday.
Kate?
Yeah. No, I have been working as a paleontologist, and I did get fired last year, but that is in the distant past.
Ashley?
Look, I just don't think this is gonna work out, okay? Okay, fellow paleontologists to fellow paleontologists, we just aren't digging that deep.
Pat, another one.
There we go. Our next one is going to be lion tamer.
Lion tamer. Lion tamer is the next suggestion. Marilette.
Yes, Abuelita, I did accept a full-time job with Ringling as the main lion tamer. I understand you may not get it, but it is going to be my main job.
All right, Chip.
Yes, Uncle Wayne, I did accept a job as a lion tamer. I'm perfect for it.
Huli?
No, listen, you're not listening to me, Mom. You're not listening. I'm not a police officer. Yes, I hook people up to the truth machine, but I'm a lion tamer.
Oh, boo! That's time! We've got another poll up there, and we need you to fill it out. Which team should zoom into the 6 things round with the lead? Go ahead and vote. Pat, we had some really smart answers there. Some so smart I didn't even get them.
And some of them actually upset me.
Right?
However, I do want to take this moment to remind everyone that after this match, we have another one coming up at 9:30 p.m. Central Time. A new cast, new players, new games. And in the meantime, we have a chat with our Director of Diversity and Inclusion, Luis Cortez, and ensemble member Yvette Jaskowitz. If you'd like to check out that D&I chat, please do stick around. It is fantastic. I got to see it last night. I highly recommend that between these shows. And come back for our 9:30 show either way.
That would be amazing. I will totally stick around for that, chat. I'm in the 9:30 show. You're in the 9:30 show. Let's do this, all right? And let's see who won that round.
All right, with 51% to 49%, the Wild Wings took that one, making our score 5-10 in favor of our visiting team from New Buffalo.
Wow. Well, let's find out who's going to win this entire thing by playing the game of 60. Captain Carly, Captain Kate, you are on the field with me, and each of you needs to choose a member of your team to leave the room. Captain Carly, who's it going to be?
It's gonna be our wildest wing, Ashley.
All right, Ash, I understood that one. Ashley, get out of here. And Kate, who are you going to send out?
It is going to be our resident Southerner, Chip O'Quinn.
All right, Chip, get on out of here. And let us find out what Pad has chosen.
Yes, I selected, earlier I asked you, what are things that you can do at the mall, and possibly only at the mall, and these were the 6 that jumped out at me from chat. So, Kat, the first one we have for you is using a payphone.
Using a payphone. Excellent. Okay, so I'd like in the chat, I would like you to put down a celebrity that you had a crush on when you were mall aged, right? When you were in high school, a celebrity that you had a crush on when you were in junior high or high school. And also in the chat, put down vacation destinations. Vacation destinations. So we are using a payphone. And we're calling, so many good ones.
These are great.
These are fantastic. All right, we are calling.
Also, I know exactly how old everyone in chat is now.
I know, this is amazing. We're going to call Marky Mark. Mickey Dolenz. No, we're calling Mickey Dolenz. That is who I had a crush on. He was my favorite monkey. And the phone booth itself is the Scottish Highlands.
Wonderful.
Scottish Highlands. All right, Pat, you're up.
All right, for number 2, you're getting your ears pierced. For this one, I need, first off, what are 2 things that go together, like Sonny and Cher or chocolate and peanut butter? And then also, who's a fictional character that you think didn't get enough screen or page time? Who's a fictional character you think we need to see more of? Wonderful. So instead of getting your ears pierced, you are getting eggs and bacon pierced. So one ear is eggs, one ear is bacon. Oh my God. I'm going to write this one down because I'm coming back for it later on. But in the let's see. In the meantime, nope. You know what? I'm just taking this one. The person who is piercing your ears is going to be Large Marge from Pee-wee's Big Adventure. The single scariest scene from any movie in history.
Right? All right, what is our next one, Pad?
Our next one is buying a cassette tape.
Buying a cassette tape. In the chat, please put this is an item from fiction. An item from fiction. If you're gonna go Harry Potter, it cannot be a broom or a wand. All right, no brooms, no wands. Excuse me. And also a gourmet food, the most gourmet food that you can think of. All right, so buying a cassette tape, and the cassette tape itself is surf and turf. The cassette tape itself is surf and turf, and the name of the artist or the music is Katniss's Bow. Katniss's Bow.
Very cool. For riding a carousel, let's see. What's just something from sci-fi? It could be a character. It could be an item. It could be a prop. It could be like a type of alien or something. But just what's something from sci-fi in general? And then also, what's a joyous feeling? Something that makes you just feel good. Like you want to feel this all the time, deep inside your heart. Perfect. Instead of riding on horses on this carousel, we are riding on Ewoks.
Awesome.
And the instead of music, we're not listening to music. We are instead listening to peace.
Peace.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yep, that's how it's spelled.
Awesome. What's our next one, Pat?
Our next one is the active activity of loitering.
I've done my share.
Yep.
All right. So put a tourist destination, please. A wacky tourist destination. Let's make it a domestic one. This is going to be one that's in the U.S. A wacky tourist destination in the U.S. And also put a sports mascot. A sports mascot. Sporting mascot, such as the Northwestern Wildcats, who should have won today. All right.
Well, I mean, depends on which side you're on.
I guess. All right. So we are loitering at SeaWorld. We're loitering at SeaWorld. And we're doing it with blue hens. The Delaware blue hens.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to be the Delaware blue hens. Could be any blue hens.
If you were stuck on this weekend's New York Times crossword puzzle, we just gave you an answer.
Oh, I didn't even know that. All right, so that is... all right, Pad, take us away on our last one.
All right, number 6 is Eatin' Dippin' Dots, the ice cream of the future. For this one, if time and money were no object, what is something that you would want to collect? Maybe it's something you already collect. And on top of that, I also need, you know what, I'm going to go back. We got Mickey Dolenz earlier, and there were some other wonderful things around there.
Yeah?
On the other hand, instead of a celebrity you think is dreamy, who's a celebrity that you've had enough of?
Nice.
Yes, sorry, Jane. I did not mean to spoil this weekend's crossword puzzle. Oh, very cool.
Oh, man.
So I've got a couple things here. The actual Dippin' Dots themselves are going to be moon rocks. Oh, so much to choose from. I'm going to take this one. The person who is serving you, the Dippin' Dot-er, I don't know what the term is. Yeah.
Yes.
Is going to be Ed Sheeran.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well then, those are our 6 things, and we are going to, what happens now?
Now I'm going to invite back our guessers. They'll be back in just a matter of moments.
It's
while
not
you explain.
simple. I thought I was forgetting something, but I guess I'm not. Let's get them back in
That's
here.
literally the entire game.
Awesome. All right, and while they are, and while they're coming back in, let's just say that everybody's going to stick around for this D&I chat, and they're all going to go to Threadless to buy merch for the holidays, and then they're going to have it all purchased in time for the 9:30 show, which I am also in.
Yeah, and also, just so everyone knows, if you're enjoying watching this match right now, and you're like, my only complaint is that there's not more of it. Well, good news, because on New Year's Day, we are doing a 24-hour marathon right here on Twitch, right here on this channel. We have brand new shows, brand new concepts, things that have never been seen before on our channel. That's going to be starting, Jason will either nod or shake his head at me as I say this, at midnight on New Year's Eve?
I think it's 12:01.
12:01. So 1 minute after midnight on New Year's Day, and that will go for 24 hours. You can check in anytime. We'd love to see more. And if you want to know what that schedule is, visit our website, cszchicago.com, which you can also find in the About section below the video right now.
Wonderful, 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 wonderful. I think all we need to do is start playing 6 things.
Woo!
All right. Well, Ashley and Chip Are you ready? And the blue team will go first. Our red team will go second. Blue team, number 1. Are you ready? I'll just say this. You have 90 seconds. 90 seconds to try and get Chip to guess this. If Chip does not guess it, and you're only going to use mime and gibberish, those are the only 2 things that you can use in 6 things. If Chip does not get it, then Ashley gets a chance to steal. Our first 4 items in 6 things are worth 5 points apiece. Our last 2 are worth 10. As the score is 10-5, this is very much anyone's game on the run up to the holidays. So our gift to you, loyal fans. Let's get started. Blue team, are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Kapisa vasukara, usgara, pusa pasau, esa fopunk, esa huawa, esa kusara, sebisa vapusapase, esa kusara, esa whoop, esa rapau, sebiska baba, se fuskara babasa, esa kusara babarau.
Kaba as a clink and a hunk and a hunk.
Yeah, a kikisa baba.
Asikisa asanka ro herbana, asiki kapanana, samana.
1 minute. 1 minute remains.
Askamana, askada, da patata, pata, kamanana, skabadur, dabadu, skanamana, skadabaraba, skadabadaba, ahamana, skababa, asama, asamana, baba, ho, skadabada.
Samana pawa.
Isa babau, esa kosusa pasa, esa futsa flau, se kisa babau, esa
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Esa kapapa si mira babasa, se kisa babasa, si, se puka sa babau, esa babara basa barara, se bisa piu, esa ho, se flau, sa clau, sa farsa, se faro, pufos, fuska, se bisa
10 seconds. All right.
How much
The
time?
You have 3 seconds left. 3 seconds left.
3 seconds to clean it up. Chip, take a guess.
Yeah. So I am placing a call from a phone booth.
Yes.
However, I'm calling Mickey from the Monkees, and my phone booth is Lion-O from the Thundercats.
Wow.
All right. It's not. It's unbelievably close, and it's not yet. You are calling from a phone booth. Let's see if you can clean it up in 3 seconds. Here we go. Begin.
3, 2, 1, 0. That is time. That is time.
All right, Chip. Last chance. Last chance. What are you doing?
Okay, so I am calling from a phone booth.
Yes.
I'm calling Mickey from the Monkees. But the booth itself is Braveheart.
I'm sorry, that's not true. Ashley, if you can get closer than that, I will allow you to take the 5 points. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm making a phone call in the phone booth. That phone is Mickey from the Monkees, and the phone booth itself, I know that it is Castaway! Wilson! Yeah!
No, it wasn't that.
I'm
I know
so sorry.
it wasn't that.
It was not that. No points awarded. You were calling Mickey Dolenz from a phone booth, and the phone booth was Scotland, the Scottish Highlands. All right, let's move on. Let's move on to number 2. This will be you, Wild Wings. Are you ready?
Yeah.
90 seconds.
Yeah. Ping, 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 ping. Ikatan.
Escobar is a babette.
Escobar.
Escobar, yeah. Escobar.
Escobar. Ipagun. Sukaba. Esaba. 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 Tom, tom, tom. And go quap. 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 Quap.
1 minute. 1 minute remains.
Oh.
Escobar. 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
All right, Ashley, how much time is left?
There are 13 seconds left. 13 seconds.
All right, Ashley, take a guess. You can clean it up in 13 seconds if you don't get it.
All right, I'm getting my ears pierced, and the earrings in itself is eggs and cheese omelet.
Okay.
Yes, and oh my goodness, that person who is piercing my ear is the Muppets movie.
I'm sorry. You are getting your ears pierced. You're close on number 2 and not close at all on the last one. All right, let us take 13 seconds and clean this up. Begin.
10 seconds.
Oh,
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, hey, Escobar.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Okay, I am getting my ears pierced. The earrings are bacon and eggs. Yes. And that person who's piercing my ears is the Three Stooges.
It's not the Three Stooges. It is bacon and eggs. Chip, you may steal.
All right. Well, yes, clearly I was getting my ears pierced.
Yes.
And the earrings were bacon and eggs. However, I was getting them pierced by Pee Wee Herman.
Oh, you were not. You were getting them pierced by Large Marge.
No, I knew it wasn't Castaway, though. I knew it wasn't Castaway.
Oh, yes. All right.
Let's go back. Chip, you have a chance at the next one. There have been no points awarded so far. Blue team, are you ready?
Yes. Yes.
Begin.
Asabadaba, Asaka, ting, 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 Asaka. Oh, Atamana, Asaka, and Hanana, Skaka, Saka, Lu, oh, Atanana, Saka, Asanana, Kaka, Ana, click, Ahanana, Asiki, Asa, Asanana.
Oh, Zamana is Fumina or Zamana is like a boom?
Asamana book, Asiki,
1 minute left. 1 minute left.
Ahamana, Sama, Hanana, Ashuka, Sahama.
Oh, Sama is a. Oh, it's
Asamana, Asamana, wait. Oh, crack. Shahamana, Asiki, Chaamana, ha, Asanana.
Kasama kapo is like a.
Atsamana, Asini.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
It's a usa ama brasa baba. Usa fusa usa luke papasa. It's a papuskare. It's kagara papuskare. It's ka sa fuska baba. It's a mer. It's a
10 seconds. 10 seconds left.
It's a kapuska baba. Piska baba. It's a
4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is time. That is time. No more time remains.
No more time remaining. All right, Chip. One chance to guess this. Begin.
Yeah. So I am being paid to fix a cassette tape.
Okay.
The cassette tape is clearly surf and turf.
Oh.
And the person I'm with is a Boy Scout.
I'm sorry. Ashley.
It wasn't Castaway, though.
It was not Castaway, that's correct. Don't guess Castaway, Ashley. What are you doing?
Okay, so I am purchasing a cassette tape, and the tape is Surf and Turf, and the person I am buying it from is indeed Merida from Brave.
No, I'm so sorry. It was the artist of the cassette tape was Katniss's bow. Was
Castaway.
Katniss. All right.
Cat-
Let's get the red team back on the screen. Red team, it is now your chances. Our last, no points have been awarded. Last 5-point round. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Yeah.
Es que fresca.
One minute remains.
Aquí chega. Tisati huete batek. Ha, etika chega. Itik, hanyiwa, hanata chega. Ha, patikata. Yati.
Es que baba, shibaba. Es que de girosa. Ah, tiki.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Right. How much time is left, Pad?
Right. We have 18 seconds. 18 seconds are left.
All right, Ashley. If you don't get it, you have 18 seconds to clean it up. What are you doing?
All right, I'm riding that adorable little mini carousel that's in stores. Oh my gosh! And the pony itself is Ewok, and oh my goodness, the music is peace.
Yes!
Woo!
Yes! Congratulations, Colin. And I do believe that brings our score to a tie, right, Pad?
Actually, that makes our score 5-15. It is now an even more commanding lead for our visitors.
Commanding
lead. The crazy wings.
All right, blue team. This is a 10-point round. It is still plenty of time to win this. Are you ready?
Yes.
Begin.
Asamanama, Asikisi, Asaka, ha na na na, Asamana, Asaka, ni, Asanana, Asaka da 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 da, Asanana. Staba. Asaba, Asaka tick tick tick, Asaba, Asaka tick tick tick. Ahama? Janamana, Asamana.
1 minute. 1 minute left.
Skipina, Ashaba, Stikana. But, no, Atana, Sikatao, 2P2, Apatu. Tink, tink, tink.
Yeah, that's it. So what was I gonna say? It's like se cusca baba 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 se fisca baba is it pasa 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 pasa. It gives a busca.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
It's a oh no. It's a push. It's a baba baba. Se cusca baba. Se safa. It's a
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Askamanama, Asikisa, Asaka, Asanana, Akapa.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is time. That is time. No more time remains.
All right, Chip, you only get one chance at this. And then after gets to steal. What are you doing?
Trust me, one is all I need.
Okay.
Because I'm doing nothing at the mall. I'm just hanging out. But I'm not at the mall. I'm at SeaWorld. And I'm with a chicken wing.
If you did not get the last part right, Ashley, what are you doing?
Yeah, well, let me just say, I'm waiting in a very long line to get the best deal ever. And who knows what that item will be. And then, not only am I waiting in line and we're at SeaWorld, I'm also going to hang out with Chicken Little.
No, I'm sorry. You are loitering at SeaWorld with blue hens. With blue hens.
Go Delaware.
Like you see in Castaway.
There's lots of them there.
Castaway, Delaware, blue.
This is the final. It is still anyone's game. It's either going to be a blowout or a come from behind. Red team, are you ready?
Yeah.
Begin.
One minute remains. 1 minute remains.
Watch it, Batis. Watch it. Hit it, Hachigan, hold the foot, hold the ball. Is it that?
Squat.
No.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
He's Batik.
Oh! 10 seconds. Only 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That is time. That is time. No more time remains.
Ashley, what are you doing?
Yes! I'm so pumped! I'm eating some Dippin' Dots! Cat, I'm eating some Dippin' Dots! And those little tiny Dippin' Dots, oh my gosh, they are stomach rocks! They are, what you call them, a goal rocks! Something about rocks! And then after that, all of the person who's giving me those Dippin' Dots, they are evanescence.
Oh my gosh, I wish that was right. I wish that was right so badly.
I wish we were all doing a victory lap right now. But I'm sorry. It is now Chip has a chance to come from behind and win this entire match for the blue team. Chip, tell us what you're doing.
Well, yeah, no, Kat, I've got this. So yeah, I was eating Dippin' Dots.
Yes.
But the Dippin' Dots were kidney stones, and it was actually the music of the soundtrack from Castaway.
Was it Castaway?
It was not. I'm sorry. You were eating Dippin' Dots. The Dippin' Dots were moon rocks, and your server was Ed Sheeran. It was Ed Sheeran. So close. Pat, tell us the final result of this match.
All right, tallying up those scores, it's a final score of 5-15 in favor of our red team. Let's give it up for your new champions, the new Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh no, what have we done?
Loyal fans. Thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to bring you tonight's show. We've got another one coming up at 9:30 p.m. right here. Also, stick around because we have a chat between our D&I director, Luis Cortez, and ensemble member Yvette Jaskowitz as part of our D&I chats. If you haven't seen it yet, it is a fantastic interview. You don't want to miss it. Also, check out our website, csdchicago.com. You can check out our merch over there. You can check out our 24-hour New Year's Day live stream. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you for the 9:30 show, and we hope to see you on New Year's Day, 24 hours. Oh, yeah. Have a great night, everybody.
I'm the chosen. Snow is falling. Elfie's calling. Check my list twice. Most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging. Carols singing. Favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging. Carols singing.
Ridiculous.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Comedy Sports DNI Talks. Here's the thing of that. I'm still not even sure if
Actually,
that's
the
what we're calling
joy
it. I know that's what Jason plastered on the front. We'll call it DNI Talks. I was like, okay. I think on one I said, welcome to DNI Chats. I was like, I'm not sure what this is called just yet. But welcome back. I am Luis Cortez, that I am sure of. I am a performer at Comedysportz Chicago, and also I am our Director of Diversity and Inclusion. If this is one of your first time joining us, this is, again, I was just telling Yvette about this. I'm not sure if this is a show yet. I'm not sure if we're archiving this yet. We'll figure it out as we roll along. But essentially, I am collecting the stories of our ensemble, people past and present who have played for Comedysportz Chicago, in order to have our voices heard and in order to have these stories archived so that we are aware of them, so that we can look back on them, so that we stop repeating those mistakes of the past, and honestly, just so that we can start making these conversations a little bit more regular around our theater space. Today, I am joined by one of our ensemble members that I am talking about. I have been playing with her for about as long as I've been here in Chicago, which is about 5 years now. She is one of my favorite people to play with. Please welcome Yvette Jaskowitz.
Hi, Luis. Oh my gosh, you're one of my favorite people to play with. That's so sweet.
You know what I was thinking about today, Yvette? What is your maiden name?
Rebik.
Rebik?
Rebik. Yep.
Rebik. Okay. It hit me today because I was like, oh, I got to remember to give her a nice intro. And then I went, I don't know what her name was before she married that beach bum.
Yes, Sean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got married 5 years ago this November, last month. So if we've been playing together about 5 years, that's probably why you only know me by Jaskowitz.
What year did you get married? Was it 2015?
2015, November 14th, 2015.
Okay, so you got married, and then like 6 months later, I landed on the Chicago shores.
There you go.
So you were brand new married when you and I met.
Yes.
Okay, so can you give the good people of the internet just a little introduction about yourself, a little bit about your history as a performer, specifically improvising, and then obviously a little bit about your time at Comedysportz?
Yes. So I have been improvising for 15 years. I got my start in Denver. I was going to college in Boulder, and I was in between my junior and senior year, and I started taking improv classes in Denver in the city. And then I just absolutely fell in love with it. I just, kind of came across improv randomly where I was a journalism major. I was always like making my friends laugh. And then I did some Googling and I was like, oh, Tina Fey's so funny. I was like, oh, she took improv classes? Like, that's a thing? And it sounds so stupid me saying this now because I've spent thousands of dollars on improv classes. Like, yes, you have to take classes. So I fell in love with it. And then I'm from Illinois. I moved back home, moved to Chicago in the summer of 2011. And then I got in with IO and the conservatory. And then I made my first Comedysportz house team. And back then it was called Genesis League. Okay. My first team was with Rudy Voigt and Chip O'Quan and Julie Marciano and Shay Ashbrook, like so many people that I now know and stuff, and some of my closest friends. Chip was an usher in my wedding. He walked my mother-in-law down the aisle, which is very sweet.
Classic Chip.
And then the next year, I was on Battle Prov, which was kind of what the new minor league is, where it was, it was like the next step to ensemble. So when I made it, it was like a really big deal, and I was so excited. And then the following year I got hired. So I got hired in 2013, class 2013. There are so many of us still left, which is amazing. Very cool. And then in 2019, 2019, Jason Geis, the AD, hired me as the head coach. I had been coaching house teams, teaching in our school for years. And then Jason approached me because an opening happened. And so I now manage our minor league, and I coach them as well as our rec league, which is now virtual rec league. So I just got back from maternity leave. I have a baby boy. His name is Bo Parker. He was born on August 13th. And now I'm back from maternity leave and really excited to just dive back into Comedysportz and just kind of tackle this with a new set of eyes as a parent.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely something I want to come back to.
Yeah.
But today our topic at hand, we're going to be talking just about the topic of disabilities within the improv world.
Yeah.
And you had spoken to me about this a little bit in the past, and so I thought that this might be a good time to just kind of put a spotlight on it, since one of the things that we talked about was that there's really not a lot of attention or information in regards to this community within the improv world. And so I figured we'd have a nice conversation about it and see what you think.
Yeah.
Because you've been playing, so 2014. So now you've been officially a comedy sports player for 6 years.
2013.
2013. Okay,
Yes.
so official comedy sports player for 7 years, and then
Yes.
Genesis League before that.
Yes.
And tell me about your experiences.
So I have epilepsy, and I experience 2 different types of seizures. So my epilepsy is called generalized genetic epilepsy, or genetic generalized epilepsy. You could really say it either way. So I experience like very small minor seizures, or I have what a lot of people know seizures are grand mal, where you fall to the ground and you twitch and that kind of thing. So I got diagnosed with epilepsy in November of 2017, but I had been undiagnosed for pretty much my whole life. So I have a really interesting scenario where when I was a kid, I like would feel weird and fall down. And each time I like got a concussion and had to go to the hospital. But I was with friends and I didn't know that I had a seizure. They didn't know, but the sensation that I felt was definitely, it's an aura. I was feeling that before I had that. So that happened a few times when I was a kid. And then twice when I was in college, I had grand mal seizures, and I went to the hospital, got all these tests done. They couldn't find anything wrong with me. I got all the EEGs and everything, and I just couldn't find anything. They're like, oh, it's probably hormonal. I was like, oh, great. Woman hormones, kind of thing. So then here's the thing with my small seizures, I thought, because it's like the sensation where my eyes kind of jitter and I feel like I need to hold on to something, like I'm going to fall down. But I was thinking like, oh, I'm dehydrated. Oh, I'm hungover. Maybe I didn't eat enough, like that kind of stuff. And in reality, I was having seizures and didn't know. And then in Thanksgiving weekend of 2017, I went grocery.
Were you hungover that often that was a?
I mean, kind of, yeah. I really like to, enjoy some libations. I later found out that alcohol is terrible it's the number one trigger, if not number 2, for my type of epilepsy: alcohol and lack of sleep.
So, those are the 2 things that we love.
New parent and
new parent.
I know. So I was grocery shopping by myself. And I felt like, and my husband has been with me, Sean, when like I've had these mini auras before, but I didn't know I was having a seizure. He would be like, are you okay? And I couldn't really communicate. I would just like hold on to something and just try to focus and not pass out. So I was grocery shopping at Trader Joe's. I feel like I'm feeling really dizzy. I grab an apple to start eating it. And then the next thing I know, I woke up in an ambulance and I had a seizure at the store. I guess this woman was with me the whole time. I had no idea. When I was at the hospital, they were like, oh, your friend helped you. And I was like, what friend? Like, I didn't have a friend there. So that was so nice. Fast forward, long story short, Trader Joe's comped all my groceries, gave me twice enough food, bought me flowers, like did this really nice thing as a gesture. Since I had emergency at the store, Sean had to rush to the hospital because he wasn't with me. And then I went to Northwestern. And I was recommended a fantastic neurologist who works at the Women's Focus Center of Neurology at Northwestern. And her name is Dr. Elizabeth Gerard, really well known. And she diagnosed me properly. And since then, I have been on medication. And I'm proud to say that I have not had a seizure since then. And I've been on medication now for 3 years. And I just had a follow-up appointment a week ago today, a little video appointment, and everything is going great. And so epilepsy also played a big part in my pregnancy as well. So if we want to touch on that, we can. But long story short, I have epilepsy. I was diagnosed later in life as an adult, but I was definitely experiencing it throughout my life. And there were just certain moments where I can definitely like that was a seizure, but I had no idea at the
Oh
time.
boy. Okay.
Yeah.
So now well, from the point of getting diagnosed,
Yes.
what did what changed, I guess, not let's see, how do I want to phrase this? How has your life changed since that diagnosis?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, so I couldn't drive for a long time. I had to go, I think it was at least 6 months is the law in the state of Illinois, that you have to be seizure free before you can drive again. So I went I think I went almost a year, if I can remember correctly. I'm not sure, but I'm able to drive. I currently drive because I'm on great medication. I started wearing a medical alert bracelet when I go out. So it has my name and ID number and my condition. So it just says epilepsy. So if I were to have a seizure in public, an EMT would find it. They would know exactly my medicine, emergency contact, all that good stuff. In regards to impacting my life, besides that and the medical alert bracelet, I perform all the time. So I had to have a conversation with the then AD, Pat Connolly. And I asked him, I was like, how do I share this with the ensemble? Because everyone needs to know that this is something that I have now. And we need to adjust the way the show happens when I perform. There are some technical things now that, for example, flashing lights. My whole life, strobe lights drove me crazy, made me feel really weird because I have epilepsy. No idea. So anyway, so he's like,
you mean the thing that triggers epilepsy triggered your epilepsy?
I know. It's so weird. I just thought I felt dizzy. So anyway, so he said, he's like, Yvette, you can share however you want. If you want to share it at a rehearsal, if you want to send an email. And I'm just the type of person where I was like, I'll just share at rehearsal. Like, this is something that I am not embarrassed by. I wear it with great pride. I don't know the right way to say that, but like, I will talk about this with anybody, like my experience, because I'm fortunate enough though, that I have a type of epilepsy, my diagnosis, where I can still like live a fairly easy life. There are some types that are very inhibiting and very difficult, where some people will have support animals or they are on really heavy medication. So mine, I guess, is more manageable than others. So I feel very fortunate because I can continue to perform because there's just some minor things that need to accommodate me versus someone who has, like dozens of seizures a day. There's just lots of different types of seizures. So I shared with the ensemble that I have epilepsy, answered a few questions. And then I told people, if you know anyone in the community that has epilepsy, I would love to talk to them because I don't know anybody. And 2 people reached out to me and I connected with 2 people in the Chicago community. One guy now lives in LA and the other guy I lost touch with, but it was very brief, like Facebook messages, like nothing like, hey, we're going to hang out. It was more of like, hey, what do you do? I don't know anyone else that has epilepsy, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the ensemble was really accommodating. And then I just basically had to have conversations with the stage managers to adjust the lighting. So that was my biggest thing with the shows, was that when our show opens, when we were in the theater, we had flashing white lights and flashing red and blue lights. The red and blue lights never bothered me. It was the white lights.
Yeah.
And they kind of go like this, or sometimes they go like this. And, they're kind of, it's just this like,
it's
wild
a random,
pattern.
it's a random strobe. Yeah.
Yes. But it's a strobe effect. So I would have to remind the stage managers like, hey, just a reminder. And probably 90% of the time they didn't do it.
Yeah.
But of course there were a few times that didn't happen. When that did occur, I would, because you come out and you high five and then you got to say your name and then everything. And so I hated it when I was on the red team because I had to be on stage longer with those lights versus if I was like the ref or the blue team. But basically what would happen is I would just like have this, but I would like look down and dance. And I hate people who look down and dance because it's like, what's on the floor? Like go out and dance and have your face out, like be proud. But that's just me. But anyway, so I would like look down and try to just like focus and not have the lights get to me too badly. Like when I'm in a movie theater and there's strobe lights, I'll like do this and cover like my eyes the best I can. And then when we would then go out in the crowd for 10, I would run up to the stage manager and I would say, hey, can you please stop the flashing white lights? And then that way they would do it for the rest of the match. And every time it happened, whoever was in the booth, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I never took it personally because it was genuine mistakes. This was something new for me. But even like 2 years later, if it happened, it's okay. I'm fortunate enough where I have the opportunity to run up and tell them, in that type of situation. So the theater was always really accommodating. And then if I ever had to do a remote with like a big stage and there were lights, whoever was the stage manager with us would have that conversation with the venue to find out if there's anything we can accommodate with strobe effects. And I don't know if they tried to do that ahead of time or if it was on site, but I always know that it was like addressed. We do consent checks before matches. And I do not remember if I had to share that. I felt like I just only told that information to the stage manager, except maybe in the very beginning when like no one really knew, and told people like, hey, I have epilepsy. Like, please don't call a game that would involve a lot of flashing lights. Not that we have a lot of those games, but you never know. So
yeah, no, I mean, that's an excellent point. Just in regards to the consent checks, we always, or at least we think about them in regards to like, oh, please don't lift me up, or I don't like it when, I can't lift my arm right now or anything like that. But something like that is definitely another great reason as to why we should continue these consent checks, because I was not aware of the, like, when we play, how easy it is for something like that to trigger you.
Yes.
And then, and then not knowing, like, what do we do? What do we do?
Yes.
Because we're uninformed.
Yeah, absolutely. And, our theater has that sign on the door, that says we use flashing lights, so it warns the audience. So if any audience members have epilepsy, they know what to expect. And, any parent who has a child with epilepsy, I would imagine that they would call the theater ahead of time anyway and say like, hey, what are the effects of your flashing lights? Is there anything we could accommodate, maybe depending on the severity of their epilepsy? But like, I know now, anytime I go see a movie or anytime I go see a live theater production, there is a very high chance that there's going to be some type of strobe effect. So I just have to be prepared for it and like cover my eyes. And I have some friends who go see movies and then they'll text me and they'll
awesome.
say, hey, don't see this. Or like, hey, at this point, like if you're going to see this movie, just know that, this will happen. And so, yeah.
Cool. That's awesome.
It is very, very nice. I mean, when I got diagnosed, it was really scary. And, my friends and family just really, went well out of their way to make me feel comfortable and good. And,
I wonder if that's like a website, like, because I know there are websites that are like, you can go see if like, hey, does this movie have nudity? At which point is there nudity? I
have an app idea. I have an app idea that I've been wanting to do. And it's like epileptics go to the movies and someone goes and they tell you the time of when strobe light effects happen. So you press start at the beginning of the movie and your phone will like buzz when you have, it's like a 30-second warning or a 1-minute warning, or you can time it however you want. So then you know when to like turn your head away. That's like, I have that idea. And then there's also an option for like when to pee. And you can have that as well. You can embed that as well. We're like,
that's already like, I know that's already a thing. Like there are websites you can go to where they'll tell you like, here are the great places to pee. Yeah. And there's also one that's like, if you're someone who doesn't like seeing like a dog killed in a movie, you go to this website to be like, don't watch this movie because this is how many dogs die in it.
Oh my God. But
that's a very specific thing to be watching movies specifically for. Like, does a dog die in this?
Oh my God. But yeah, I have that idea for an app. I don't know if it exists, but I feel like that would be very beneficial. But
the first thing to do will be to stream your idea across the internet without any sort of security.
Great.
Or ownership to the idea.
But this will hold up in court. This is me saying this like,
hey, you can't steal that. Contract signed, verbal agreement. Take that, internet.
God, I love that.
when you received your diagnosis, was there a point where you started identifying as a person with a disability? Like, was that a switch in your head?
It only became a switch in my head when I looked at one of those equal opportunity employment surveys, where, you know, it's like, this is like your race, your ethnicity, you know, veteran status. Then I saw disability, and then I saw epilepsy was on the list, and I was like, oh, I have a disability. Up to that point, I did not know that epilepsy was a disability. And that is like my own honest truth. I had no idea. So that's me being totally naive and clueless.
No,
Yeah.
totally.
But once I found out, then I was like, wow, okay. This is something that, like, I feel like is even more important for me to learn more about. And if I could be a source of information for people, because I think it's really important, because there's so many different types of disabilities, or differently abled, whatever people are comfortable with saying. For me, I'm comfortable with saying disability, and that there's so many that you may not even know that someone has a disability. And I think it's just, the list is so long that I think is great, because there are so many things that can affect your general well-being. And I think that's just what it is. It's like, I can't live my life without taking medicine every single day. If I don't take my medicine, I'm at risk for having a seizure, which equals risk for brain damage.
Right.
You know, because it's neurological. So that's like my risk. That's my disability. Because if I stop taking medicine, something bad's going to happen.
So was it the fact that the specific disability that you have is, you know, unless it's physically happening on the outside, people don't know. So it's a disability you technically can't see unless it's happening.
Correct.
Was that the concept that essentially kept you from considering yourself someone with a disability?
Yeah, because I didn't think it was an obvious one, right? Where someone would, like you just said, would look at me and they wouldn't know. That's why I didn't really think of it as a disability. And also too, because the diagnosis was so new. You know, I think once you find out, then you're like, I have a disability. I'm taking ownership of this. Like, if I would have known as a kid, then I'd be like, oh yeah, of course this is a disability. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh wow, this is one. Cool. Okay. And then once I found out I had it, then I realized, wow, there are not a lot of people in the improv community who have epilepsy, or I can't find them. So there's one category. And then also, like, is there like a disability like group or community, or like in the improv community? And I could never find one. I always had a really hard time. And then one of my friends, she started at IO, I believe, this like disability show that had performers who identified as disabled would do shows there. And I never put my name in the hat for that, I think just with timing and everything. But she always, like, that was the first thing that I saw that was like, we will perform, and you can do stand-up or improv or music. And it's highlighting, because she has a disability, so highlighting that. And I can't remember the name of the show, but yeah, I know Simon did a show with them once. Simon, who's on our ensemble.
Right.
So yeah, if anything, that was really awesome. And then for our theater, just not really knowing, you know, people who identify as disabled. I know that for me as the head coach for all the house teams, that when we were in spaces, I was responsible for finding rehearsal spaces. And for me, my biggest thing was finding ones that were ADA compliant, because there's so many rehearsal spaces where there's stairs. And if there's stairs, a team member who cannot use stairs is automatically unable to be on a team. And I refused to have that happen. So that was like a really big initiative for me, was to make sure that we had a space with an elevator available, or a room where, like, there wasn't a stair to go in the door, and our rehearsal space was on the first floor. So yeah, I was glad I was able to secure that.
The funny thing is, one of the things that I recently heard, probably like within 24 hours, is the idea that the building might be ADA compliant, but the stage is not.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's tricky. So like for our theater, you know, you can walk in, go up the elevator, and then if you go into the theater, there's like wider tables where you can, like, if you have a wheelchair, you're on crutches, there's, you know, like larger tables. And then if you're a performer, you go into the theater like the same way you would to go see the show. And then you go through like our side exit, and then there's a ramp, and then you can go to get into the stage. But that area is so tiny. It is so small that if you're like, let's say you are in a wheelchair and you're going up the ramp, and then there's like curtains, and like then of course we have the middle doors, but you have to use your arms to get through the double door. Like it's very complicated. So even though we can have people who are in wheelchairs or crutches or canes, whatever they need to use in order to move, we can do that at the theater. It's a little difficult.
Oh, definitely. It falls under one of those situations where like it technically does the thing, but it's not. You know,
it's not great.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's not great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's just like, oh, the ramp is on the other side of the building type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could totally see that. And so since you announced it to the ensemble, I'm assuming everyone was accommodating as possible.
Yes.
I don't want to say I'm assuming, I'm hoping.
Yes. Yeah, everyone was great.
How has that affected the way that you play? Or has it affected the way that you play at all?
Let's see, I can get in my head sometimes if someone makes a joke about seizures or about epilepsy, where before it never really got to me. I was like, oh, I've had a seizure before. But like if someone said epilepsy on stage, whether I was watching the show or performing in the show, so if I was the one in the scene or I was watching, for some reason now I get annoyed.
It triggers you.
It triggers me. And before it didn't. And it's like...
Because you didn't know before.
Yeah, but like I still had seizures, and then when I see it in a movie, it like annoys me. I'm like, that is such a cheap joke.
When it's presented as the butt of the joke.
Yes. When it is presented as the butt of the joke. So in my mind, when I'm watching, or like in Five Things, like that kind of stuff where I'm just like, you don't have to like go in that direction. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff. So like, for example, if you're trying to show strobe lights, you don't need to like have a seizure to show that it's a strobe light. You know what I mean? Like if it's like a clue giving kind of situation. But it's really just for me, beyond that, like I feel totally great doing shows. It's just lights. So as soon as something happens with the lights, that's what makes me nervous. And then virtually, I know that we're really not doing consent checks as much anymore. So I'm glad this is something that we want to bring back. If there's any game that involves a lot of computer movement. So there's Sorkin, I think is a game.
Yeah, Sorkin is not just a game, it's a way of life.
Yes, and I can't watch it because it just totally messes with my eyes.
Yeah.
So that means I cannot play that game. So it's a hard no for me. And if a team's going to play it, I cannot ref that game. I cannot ref that match. So it's just something that I have to let people know that that's an exception for me as a ref, is I cannot ref this game virtually. You have to select a different game. So just something to be mindful of. But I think overall, I feel like my talent level hasn't changed. I don't feel like I can make the same choices. It's just all stuff that's like around me that now has to change, not necessarily me physically.
Right. So, we're moving hopefully into whatever the next chapter of our theater is going to be once we're able to get back in there. What sort of changes, I guess, would you like to start seeing? Not even necessarily within improv community as a whole, but obviously we want the whole community to change, but just within Comedysportz.
Yeah.
Would you say that, do we need more education on the topic? Do we need, obviously one of the things that we talked about earlier was the ability to be able to connect with the people within that community. How do we reach out to those people?
For sure. Yeah, I think there's a few different answers to this. So first, whatever space we're in, so whether it's we're returning to our space, if we have to find a new space after everything, no matter where we are physically, I think it would be great to have our lights be accommodating for everybody. So it's sensory friendly for everybody. So no matter what you identify as, who you identify as, what disability you may have, if you have one or not, you can watch our show and that is never a concern. that we can figure out ways to fade lights and have them come in and out for like the like simulation that it's strobe, but it's not. You know, that kind of thing where let's just program it so we never have to worry about it. So I never have to say a thing again, or someone else doesn't have to say something, or a parent doesn't have to call to verify. You know, it's a safe space for all those lights. In regards to, I would love better wheelchair access for performers, or if they have crutches, like definitely that's something where they should feel very comfortable being on our stage, getting on and off. For a community standpoint, I would love it if whenever we bring new people on into our house teams, when they're filling out the audition form, much like applying for a job, you can voluntarily give information about your status. So for me, I would really like to know, like, if you identify as someone in this community, and of course it's optional, it's voluntary.
Right.
And if you decide to volunteer that information, would you want to like discuss your needs at the theater? Would you want to, you know, that kind of thing? So at least I know that there is someone that I can talk to and make sure that whatever they need, their accommodations are met. And then also too, I think it would be great to have a subgroup at the theater of almost like, we've kind of talked about this, like a meet and greet type of thing, where if you identify in this group, like Yvette's hosting this like meet and greet hangout, and you know, and if it's not just me, there's other people on the professional ensemble who have disabilities. So like if they want to host it one night and we're all just like hanging out and mingling, and you know, we're not going to sit there and talk about our disabilities. Like that's
Right.
we don't do that. We're not like comparing ourselves, but at least it's nice to know that there are other people in the building that can relate to you, that you do not live a normal life on a daily basis, that there is something that is contributing to you not being able to live a normal life. And I put that in quotes because everyone's life is different. But scientifically, you know what I mean? Like it's
the way our world and society is designed, you are not able to access all that stuff as easily as the rest of us.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
there are certain things that have to be met every single day in order for you to be able to just function at the neutral level.
Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing too, that, you know, there's a lot of legalities with asking people, you know, to volunteer their information. So for me as the head coach, like I want to do this properly. I just want to find a way for us in our building and the improv community in whole, where like, how can we find each other? Like, I want to know how we can find each other and do it in the proper way, where it's not illegal, it's not weird or awkward, and I don't have that answer. So,
And
like,
you know what? It's a valid question. You know, how do we just as a build enough trust within our community so that people feel comfortable enough to share that sort of information without us having to like literally like, hey, in your application, like as history has taught us, lists of things like that is never a good thing.
Yeah. So like even having that in the volunteer survey when you want to join a house team, that's probably not a great idea, you know, but it's just something to throw out, be like, no, let's not do that. Let's find a different way.
Right. The concept itself is not great because of what people usually end up doing with things like that, but also what people I think don't always consider, and both of us being on you know that administrative side of the theater, it's like, well, we have a lot of like legality and certain things that we have to adhere to, so it's not a no, it has to be a deeper conversation than just, well, just do this. We have to there's a proper way for all this stuff, and we want to find it, because I'm, you know, I want this as bad as you, and I'm as angry as you, and you know, don't take my I can't do that as not like as me not caring. Take it as like, okay, let me find a way to do that. But yeah, Yvette, this was awesome. We're coming up on our time here.
Okay.
But really, this is fantastic, and as I said, this is a jumping off point, and hopefully we can make some efforts to make people comfortable enough so that we can connect everyone and communicate, and hopefully maybe we can do a nice roundtable with everyone. But any final thoughts that you might want to send out to our viewers, to the community, to the people watching the archives?
Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for bringing attention to this. Like I've said to you, Luis, I think a lot of times in the DNI community that people don't think of differently abled or disabled as part of the DNI community. And so I really like that you wanted to talk to me and that we can
as I will have with many people, a great first conversation, which will hopefully be followed by many, many more. Yvette, thank you so much. We'll definitely have you back. And thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you next time here at whatever I decide to call this show.
Hello?
Hello.
Who is this?
You don't know me. I'm a hacker.
Okay.
I'm here to teach you and your subscribers how to take advantage of subscribing to your Twitch channel for free, which will heap upon you riches. Are you interested?
Sure. I mean, is it allowed?
Don't you worry if it's allowed or not. Jeff Bezos will never find out.
Ooh, I wouldn't say his name.
Fine, I won't say his name. Alright, here's what you do. Go to twitch.tv and register an account. It's free. All you have to do is associate the same email that you use on Amazon with Twitch. Glorious.
Wait, how do you have my... Are you shushing me?
Hush. Next, go to gaming.amazon.com. When you get there, it'll show you logged in if you're logged into your Amazon account.
Wait, you have my Prime account too?
If not, log in. Once there, you'll see an option to link Twitch account. Click on that button. Then a pop-up will happen. It will say link your Twitch and Amazon accounts. Simply click on link accounts. You'll get confirmation that you want to link your account, and just hit confirm. Congratulations, you've linked your accounts! Now all you have to do is come back to twitch.tv/CSEN Chicago. In the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a purple button that says subscribe. When you click on that button, you have the option to register for free with your Prime account. When you click on that button, you scroll down, you'll see a 1-month option, and you'll be able to do it for free with your Amazon account. That's it. Now you'll have to set it up every month, but it costs you nothing and gives Comedysportz half of the subscription rate a normal subscriber would pay. It's like stealing money from you-know-who.
Wow, that was super easy. But I think it is allowed. I think that's the whole point.
Say nothing!
Okay. Wow, and we get half of every person who registers?
Half!
And they don't have to pay anything?
Nothing!
Well, there you have it, loyal fans. It's as easy as that. Simply connect your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and it helps raise money for CSEN and Comedysportz Chicago. Thanks, mysterious stranger.
You're quite welcome, Jason.
How did you get my number?
This New Year's Eve, Comedysportz Chicago cordially invites you to pour yourself a glass of champagne, snuggle up with your loved ones, and ring in the new year with warmth and laughter. For 24 hours straight!
I'm sorry. What?
Hello? Who goes there? Oh my gosh. Are you an elf?
No. Yes.
Wow, a real Christmas elf. What's your name, little guy?
I'm Beauregard Sparkle Buns.
What?
But don't call me that. I'm trying to go incognito. Call me something innocuous like Twinkle Lips Fizzy Pants or Plumberry Fuzzy Chuckles.
No. You're a long way from the North Pole. Are you running away?
Hey, don't judge me, Gigantor. You would too if you had to spend every day working overtime to spread joy and cheer to all the children of the world.
I don't know, that sounds like fun.
Well, you've clearly never spent a year in a Furby factory. Those eyes, so haunting. I'm up to my sugar plums with work and I can't relax. I just wish somebody would bring me joy and cheer for once.
Well, have you heard of Comedysportz?
Oh, the famous improv show where it's not comedy about sports, but comedy played as a sport?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Well, we have shows every Friday and Saturday night at 7:30 Central Standard Time, and each show has 2 matches in it. So that's 4 times the fun. It's perfect for anyone needing to take the edge off during this very stressful holiday season.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Plus, we at Comedysportz are working overtime to bring joy and cheer to the world. We've added extra matches on December 21st, 22nd, 24th, and 28th at 7:30 p.m.
Wow, that's great. I feel more relaxed already.
Are you finding your Christmas spirit again?
As it turns out, it was in here the whole time.
In your heart?
No, in my phone. The ghost of Christmas present keeps trying to call me, and I do not want to get to know him better, man. Well, I guess I should be heading back up to the North Pole. I'll have to tell all the elves about Comedysportz.
We look forward to seeing you. Merry Christmas, Beauregard.
Merry Christmas, Jason. Oh, and Jason, look under your seat.
Hey, I don't see anything.
Sucker!
I just woke up from a nap, and now I'm ready to celebrate Hanukkah. And you can celebrate too. That's right. Oh, come, join me and Bubby. I can't do sour cream anymore, though.
Okay, that's your lactose problems.
That does sound like a good investment opportunity. Oh, hello. I'm high-powered business executive Jason Geis. I'm here to ask you, what are you doing for your company's holiday party this year? No plans yet? Well, let me tell you what every high-powered executive needs is an interactive virtual holiday party featuring Comedysportz. Why Comedysportz? Because nobody understands high-pressure situations and battling it out in the boardroom better than competitive improv with 2 teams battling each other for the ultimate dominance. The best part is your HR rep will love it. I know mine did, because it's completely family friendly, which means you can bring all the kids. Your RSVP list can be through the roof. Oh, sorry. Opportunity's calling. I have to answer. Will you? Hey, how are you? Hey, loyal fans. What are you doing midweek? You know, Wednesdays? What else you got going on? Well, I've got something for you to do. Every Wednesday night on CSZN, we have our minor league matches at 7:30 p.m. You're going to want to check these out. There's some of the best talent in the building going head to head, red versus blue. We've got new refs, new games that are invented. Amazing time. And you know what? We all need a little midweek fun. So please check it out every Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. on CSZN. Minor league matches. They are Major League funny. I will not apologize for that joke.
Comedysportz on Twitch. Do a poll, all right? I want to know how many of you have seen a Comedysportz show on Twitch before. See you here. I'm gonna give this like another 5 seconds, and then we are gonna come out of this. Oh yeah, I can do this. This is working. All right, 90% of us have seen a show on Twitch before, and 10% of us are new. Welcome. Tonight is going to be improvised. It's going to be made up off the tops of our heads and on the spot. And everything will be inspired by suggestions that you give us in the chat. It'll be really easy to give those suggestions. You'll be prompted by our referee. Yes, our referee wearing full comedy pants. And you, yeah, I mean, like, the only rule, really, is our brown bag foul. Yes, a referee can call fouls. And the brown bag foul is called if anyone in the chat says something lewd, crude, lascivious, obscene, dirty, vulgar, gross, bed, bath, or beyond, all right? We take pride in the fact that we do not need to dip into the toilet in order to make you laugh. So don't. You come along on this journey with us. All right, and if you are going to come along on this cool journey with us, type some 6s and 7s in the chat. Let's get some 6s and 7s. That means applause in Comedysportz Twitch land, all right? That sounds fantastic. Yes, thank you, everyone. Really, really appreciate that. Now, tonight, you are going to be seeing 2 teams playing. We have our defending champions, the Downtown Chicago Bosses, who are going to be playing, and then we have a challenger from nearby. Let's find out who they are in just a moment. But before we actually start the show, I just want to tell you that you can go to the About button on our channel and find some really, really cool and important, meaningful things. Number 1, we have a resource guide on there. It's information about all sorts of the important things that are happening in the world today. Black Lives Matter, find directories to Black-owned businesses, really get yourself educated and understand who you are in the world and why you're here. We also have a link to our merchandise, which it's holiday time, so if you need any last-minute gifts, then you can do that. There's more coming all the time, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that as the evening continues. But in the meantime, let's actually start the show. Are you ready? 6s and 7s in the chat if you're ready. It is now time to get started and get ready to comedy. As I told you, your Downtown Chicago Bosses will be challenged tonight by a team. What team is it? Oh, what team is it? Oh, what? It is the Blooming. I missed it, but let's hear who's on it. It's Ashley Garrett, Pat Connolly, and your captain is Jesse Gomez. Your Downtown Chicago Bosses tonight. Let's meet them now. This is Lars Sonricker. This is Luis Cortez. Your captain is Nicole Devon. And more 6s and 7s in the chats right now. Applaud at home for your referee tonight in full comedy pants. This is Heather Show!
Yes, hello. Hi, announcer Kat. How's it going tonight?
It's good. Who are the challengers tonight? I missed it in the video.
You didn't say it, and I missed it too.
Oh,
We'll have a special moment with Captain Jesse here in a minute, and I will try to make it up to the red team. But hello, loyal fans. Thank you so much for joining us for this Saturday night 9:30 match. It's going to be fun and funky. I have mistletoe moments stuck in my head. I don't know about you, but if not, look it up and give it a listen and come up with a dance routine. I hope as good as the one that Pad Connolly has been doing that no one could see in our green room. Oh, it was delightful. There was a saxophone solo and everything. Wow. Loyal fans, I know Kat gave you some warning about the brown bag foul. I also want to point out the technical foul, which we had a little bit at the beginning there. Yes, this is a technical match. We are in a computer world, a virtual world, so I can call the technical foul if something goes wrong. Technically, that is if someone happens to be on mute and doesn't realize it, oops, or if they are not muted when they should be, if they freeze up or glitch or anything else that we don't even realize could happens, I can call the technical foul, and I might take some points away or some other punishment based on the severity of that foul. I also want to check, fans, if we can practice getting a bunch of suggestions. I'm not sure, Kat, did you get some suggestions already, or we want to practice that real quick?
No, let's practice these suggestions.
Yeah, I'm going to practice. Let's see. How about fans in the chat, since I'm going to be coming to you all night for suggestions, if you could give me some things that you would love to do once it's warm outside. Again, I'm already dreaming of warm weather. It's been cold for just a tiny bit, and I am ready for summer.
So ready. I am actually considering investing in a snowsuit, and that is on it, so I can sit outside and talk.
Yeah, it's important. So I mean, little fans, it could be things that you would do once the weather is nice, or things that you would do like in a California Christmas, like outdoor warm time activities. All right, I'm seeing a lot of them here. Kat, do you want to just grab a few of those for me? We might use them later on.
100%, I'm on it.
Hey, I think our returning fans know what's happening here. All right, I think that's everything you need to hear from me, unless we want to all do a sing-along of mistletoe moment. I don't think we do, though. So I need, and Captain Nicole's like, Captains, to the screen. Okay, there they are. First of all, Captain Jesse, I would love for you to take a moment and give us a formal introduction to your team with the team name.
I'm glad you asked. We're the Bearing Tons of Fun.
Bearing Tons of Fun. Just because both Kat and I failed to properly acknowledge your team name, I'm going to give you a bonus point to start this match.
Appreciate that. Thanks.
Ref, can I have a bonus point? Because I actually knew what the team name was.
No. I'm so
All right.
sorry. We haven't done you wrong yet. If something happens and I feel guilty, I might. But so far, I got the bosses. We're good. All right. So now we know we've got the Bearing Tons of Fun and we've got the Downtown Chicago bosses. We need to do a coin toss, though. I don't have any coins, unfortunately. I got a pile of laundry. I don't have any coins. So I need to send you into your homes, and I need you to bring me back something that means a lot to you.
Oh, I love this challenge. An heirloom challenge.
I'm not gonna lie, I secretly was hoping.
So right.
Oh no.
A dog
All
Chance.
Right. I think we know what you've got there, Jesse. Tell us about your friend.
It's my dog Chance. It's my best buddy. He turns 4 years old on New Year's Day.
Aw, my dad's birthday is New Year's Eve.
I made too much popcorn. Sorry.
All right.
I got finished.
Well, okay. Nicole, what is something that means a lot to you?
This was a picture taken at our surprise wedding as I walked out and all the guests found out that it was a surprise. So it doesn't beat a dog, though.
That's
Tough
pretty.
choice.
That's pretty amazing. Next time, bring Paul.
Good call.
I do have to give it to Chance. I'm taking a chance on Chance. So that means that, Jesse, you have won the opportunity to challenge for this first head-to-head game to kick us off. What do you want to challenge the bosses to?
Appreciate you. We got to challenge Nicole to and the bosses to the game of Dear Santa.
Dear Santa, fantastic. Bring your teams to the screen while I explain this game. Fans, we got a treat for you. It is the holiday season, and no matter what holiday you might celebrate, you probably have a wish list. Maybe you don't ask Santa, but I know that everybody's got a list of items they wish they could have. So I'm going to get from you, loyal fans, just in the chat, I would like some nouns. Person, place, thing, household items. It doesn't have to be something you would want as a holiday gift, but maybe, something you find in your junk drawer, in your kitchen, around the house. And for the game of Dear Santa, you're going to have to ask Santa for what they want this holiday season. So say the suggestion was banana, I might say, Dear Santa, this year I want a banana. That'd be so appealing.
That's pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Me laugh.
I keep Kat around
Nice.
so that she can really keep me centered and not get it. She just boos me everywhere I go, and it really helps me to not be too confident. Anyway, I'm not here to do these jokes. Normally, this happens later in the match, so it is a treat for you. We are starting off strong with a bunch of punch lines. We are going to vote at the end of this for which team you think delivered the best punch lines to their Dear Santa wish list jokes. And to kick it off, also, I'm just going to call on them and they're going to have to come up with something. To kick it off, your first suggestion is rubber band. Players, for the game of Dear Santa, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes!
Hars.
Oh, dear Santa, it's been such a hard year, and this year I only want for Christmas is a rubber band. If I get a rubber band, I'll snap right back.
Pad.
Dear Santa, this year for Christmas, I'd like a rubber band, if that's not too much of a stretch.
Luis.
Dear Santa, man, I would love some rubber bands. Not for me, but for my dad, so he can have a break.
Ashley.
Hey, dear Santa, I would really appreciate a rubber band because I really want to have a ball of a time.
All right, your new suggestion is from Elisa, deviled eggs. Jesse.
Dear Santa, I've been a very good boy this year. I would love some deviled eggs. They just taste really good.
Correct. Nicole.
Dear Santa, for Christmas this year, I would really just like some deviled eggs from my yolks.
Pad.
Dear Santa, a.k.a. Père Noël, a.k.a. St. Nicholas, a.k.a. Paprika Christmas.
All right. Okay, your new suggestion is, oh, wowie. Okay.
Luis is so mad.
It's a gorilla.
I had that one ready to go.
It's gorilla. Luis.
Joke's on you. I didn't even hear it.
Come on! Ref Heather's... Never mind. Disregard me.
It's going.
Okay. Jesse.
Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would like gorillas. Please, I've been so Jane good all year.
Nicole.
Dear Santa, for Christmas, I would really hope that you could bring me some money or gorillas, silverback.
Ooh, Hars.
Oh, dear Santa, not only do I want you to bring me a gorilla this year. I want you to bring everyone a gorilla. I want a whole planet of apes.
Okay. Your next suggestion is the Cats soundtrack. Pad.
Dear Santa, I don't want the cat soundtrack this year. Literally anything else, and I wish I could get rid of that memory.
Yep. Okay. Ashley.
Oh, dear Santa, let me tell ya, do I want that cat soundtrack? Well, let me tell ya, I sure do, Dinch. Douche.
Ooh, Judy Dench.
Turn.
Huh?
That
Yeah.
took a turn.
It did. I think the blue team is upset with me, but I missed why. Hey.
You're great.
Loyal fans, it is time to vote already. It is time to vote. It's going to be real tough. You need to decide which team you thought had the best jokes in that round of Dear Santa. They're going to get 5 big points, and if they win this match, they're going to get everything they wanted from Santa. So there's a lot on the line here.
Exactly. And hey, Heather, I don't know if you recall from before the show started, but on New Year's Eve, there will be 24 hours of this.
Yes.
Well, not this.
I will be awake very early or late, however you want to look at it, to partake in some fun times. So join us for that roller coaster.
That's right. It's 24 hours of comedy sports shows, not all comedy sports, but all at just as amazing as this.
Maybe just cat soundtrack jokes.
It was just, we need an entire game that is just cat soundtrack puns. And here are our results. Coming from behind, the bearing tons of fun won when somebody dumped a bunch of channel points on them. Congratulations, Barrington. You take the early lead.
Oh, wow. Okay. We'll continue our theme of the bosses being upset with me. That means since the Bearing Tons of Fun took those first points, they are in the lead now, and I need Captain Jesse to the screen. Hello.
Thanks. I made too many cookies earlier.
You got
Sorry.
popcorn and cookies? You should
It's
share.
the season.
Okay, well, all right. You have taken the early lead in this match. That means you get to choose a game to go first in this team choice round. What do you want to play?
Well, we've missed Kat a bunch, so we'd love if she would join us to play the game of Foursquare.
All right, announcer Kat, do you accept this challenge of joining the team?
I do. I hope I remember how to play.
Well, one thing you need to remember first is that you will be joining the Bearing Tons of Fun. That's the name of the team you're joining.
I missed it. Sorry, I missed it.
They're here. They have screened. So for this game, I'm going to need a lot of suggestions. Once again, loyal fans, you're going to see 4 different scenes. As you can see, they're in a comedy cube. I've got comedy pants on, and they're in a comedy cube. There's a theme. All right, so to kick it off, I'm going to get a suggestion for Pad and Kat. I would love a suggestion of an attraction you would like to visit, like Disney World, or I'm also just going to ask for some other things because there might be a slight delay getting to my device. Also throw in the chat some suggestions of relationship that people might have, like cousins or professional, doctor-patient. If you have suggestions of a period in time, like the 1920s or the Renaissance. And finally, an object that you think is silly, like a Slinky or Play-Doh. So a lot of different options here. For Pat and Kat, the suggestion I'm going to take is Mammoth Cave.
From Kentucky. That's where I'm from.
I was like, she'll know. All right, you're going to switch right. Wow, look at that magic. Now we have Pat and Ashley on the screen. I can rotate this cube around. Your suggestion, ooh, I love this. Oh, that's fun. Okay, you are in the Middle Ages. Yes, the Middle Ages. We're gonna switch right again. We've got Ashley and Jesse. Your suggestion is a fidget spinner.
Remember those?
Those are your thing, yeah. And we're gonna switch right one more time. And we've got Jesse and Kat. Your suggestion is half siblings. All right, let's review those suggestions real quick for our fans.
Mammoth Cave.
Switch right.
Middle
Ages.
Switch right.
Fidget spinner.
And switch right one more time.
Half
Cat sibling.
Perfect. I can switch them right or left. We're going to start right here with the half siblings for the game of Foursquare. Barringtons and Kat, are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're going to be here for Christmas Eve then?
Yeah, I'm here for Christmas Eve. I'll be gone by Christmas morning. I don't even want to be here, okay?
What? Why? We're gonna have on Christmas Eve. We're gonna have a special stuffing with celery in it. You don't like celery?
Yeah, no, I like stuffing just fine. It's just where I'm from, we don't add the celery.
What? That's crazy. That's insane. Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
Are you calling me?
Right.
Yes, that is a stalactite. That is a stalagmite. Stalagmite. Yeah.
This is the best lecture tour I've ever been on. We're 4 hours into this, and I'm learning new stuff at every step.
Indeed. Just don't talk too loud, okay?
Don't do what?
Don't talk too loud.
Why not?
Because the stalactites have been known to drop from the ceiling after a large jarring sound.
Oh, stalactites, the ones on the ceiling, stalagmites, the one on the ground. This all starting to come together.
Switch right.
Oh.
Everything's so different here.
Oh, but don't tell, but I put a prank on the prince.
You put a prank on the prince? No one's done that and survived. That's hilarious.
Well, you are the only one who knows, so make sure you don't tell a soul, Bart.
Oh, I'm the town crier. You've literally told the worst person you can in our medieval village.
Oh, no, Bart, what am I supposed to do now?
You could always self-banish.
Self-banish myself?
Gertrude, we'll miss you, but it's the only option. I've got to announce any news I hear. That's my one and only job.
Oh no, but Bart, I'll miss you so much.
I'll miss...
Switch right.
I love third grade. It's awesome. We can do whatever we want.
Oh my God, Tom, we can do anything we want. Tom, what's gonna be our first activity? Do we go crazy and color on the walls? What do we do, Tom?
Let's take all this toilet paper and stuff it in the bathroom sink.
Switch right.
I am so sorry that our parents split up.
It's so weird. It's like we're like we look like half alike.
Yeah, I know. And yet, I mean, like, I'm just really sorry about the whole celery scandal.
It's okay. You had no idea. You didn't know. I'm sorry I flew off the handle there. I brought my dog here without even asking you, and you're all allergic, and that's not right.
Switch right.
You were right about those stalactites.
Switch right.
What? I'm just about to do the noon news.
Oh no! Oh, okay. I'll keep hiding. You go ahead.
No, it can wait. We don't keep time that accurately. We don't have clocks yet.
Oh, well, good. Well, I just want to try to convince you to let me to stay. Can I stay?
Switch right.
I'm different now. I've changed.
No, Sam, no. What happened? What happened?
I found this. Peace. Tranquility. Calm.
Switch right.
Now he's tearing up your futon? I'm sorry!
You said it last time!
That was so fun. Thank
That was
you.
so fun. Okay, I'm not gonna give any points to the Barringtons for that, but I'm gonna give 1 point to Chance.
Chance is a star.
Yeah, that was classic, classic walk-on and
feeling.
Yeah, it's really just that wonderful patience of playing in the background of that scene. All right, loyal fans, I need you to lock that game away in your mind. We're going to vote on it later. Remember, Chance already got his point for that, and I need you to get real excited. 6 and 7s in the chat when I say Captain Nicole to the screen. Hello!
Hello!
Nicole.
It's going all right. I enjoyed Chance's performance there.
Yeah, it was pretty epic. He's still back there looking at
I
us.
know.
He's like, I hear my name. Nicole, you have to combat that game of Foursquare with a team choice game of your own. What would the bosses like to play?
We would love to play the game of Dime Store Novel.
Ooh, wonderful. Please screen your team.
Name!
All right, loyal fans in the chat, I need suggestions of a story that does not exist, maybe a novel that has never been written. If you're having trouble coming up with some ideas, think an adjective and a noun. And we'll make one up from there. Because what you may not know is that Nicole is a wonderful author. She's going to, in this very moment this evening, pen a new novel for us. And while she is writing this, you will see Hars and Luis acting it out as it happens, as the ideas are flowing from her mind. That is the game of Dime Store Novel. Tonight, Nicole is going to be writing the wonderful new story of... oh, wow, these are so...
They're so good.
So good. Kat, is there one that's really jumping out at you? I think you've been looking at them longer than I have.
Yeah. Snack Monkey.
Snack Monkey.
Snack Monkey.
I do really love that. This is the story, Snack Monkey, for the game of Dime Store Novel. Bosses, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, it's time to get this next novel done. I got a deadline. All right. Snack Monkey, a novella by Nicole Devon. The hotel was quiet, and as Matthew walked the hallways, he didn't know what he was going to do with his time. He knew that he saw something strange earlier roaming around the hotel, but he didn't know exactly what it was. All of a sudden, something ran across him, his path. He followed it and yelled,
"Hey, come back here!"
The creature slowly ran across the pathway again and then ran into a room. Matthew decided to follow it into the room, wondering what it was doing. He walked into the room and said,
"Whoa, housekeeping hasn't been here for a while. Look at all these wrappers."
The creature looked at him and said,
What are you?
My name's Matthew. I work here. I'm hotel security and in charge of all the vacuums.
What Matthew didn't know is that he was standing face to face with the infamous Snack Monkey. That's right. Haunted the hotel for 25 years, but very rarely seen. The Snack Monkey crept closer.
Nephew of security. I am he who is known as the Snack Monkey.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, I happen to have a Snickers bar right here. Would you like half?
You insult me with half?
Well, half is for me too.
As the Snack Monkey crept closer and closer to Matthew, his heart started racing. He didn't know what he was going to do. The Snack Monkey looked at him like maybe he was the snack.
Listen, how about this? I'll just close this room down. I'll just leave the Snickers bar right there for you, and we won't have any more trouble. No one will ever bother you here again.
I think you'll notice you can't leave.
Sure enough, Matthew tried the door. He struggled with it. He couldn't get the door open. He turned around very slowly, wondering what his fate was going to be.
Tell me, security. Are you scared?
Well, I've been in hairier circumstances, but yeah, I could say I'm a little bit apprehensive.
Wait. What do you mean? I'm a snack monkey. I'm scary.
Yeah, but like
what's more dangerous than me? I've been dead for 25 years, and I'm still eating snacks.
That's my life. All I do is eat snacks.
No, what? Hold on. No, wait. Hold on.
Okay.
The Snack Monkey took a seat. He had to sort of absorb this information, and he needed to sit down while he thought.
Yeah.
Matthew also took a seat.
I can't, I don't read or watch news. I don't know what else is out there. I thought it was just me. What is happening?
Oh, Snack Monkey, the world is a very scary place, and there's far more reality
Just
than
call
anything.
me Chuck. Just call me Chuck.
Oh.
The end.
All right. Loyal fans, we learned a lot. We learned that Hars might be a snack. And also, I saw in the chat a correct call out. Hars, you're lucky that it's not Ref Bethany tonight, or you would have lost a point for a non-compliant uniform. Luckily, I'm not going to do that to you. Okay, it is time to vote. There's going to be a poll coming up in the chat, and you can use your points. You need to determine which team you think deserves 5 big points. Was it the game?
Oh boy.
Was it the game of Foursquare featuring announcer Cat, or was it the game of Dime Store novel Snack Monkey? While we're waiting for the poll, I want to give a special shout out to David Yantz on the keys, and more importantly, the boingy sound.
The boingy sound.
Yeah, boing, and the air horn, all the sounds.
That's right. If you recall, the red team played Foursquare and the blue team played Snack Monkey Dime Store novel. We have quite a bit of voting coming in. Don't forget that you can use your channel points. If you look down below your actual chat box, you'll see a number there, and you can throw some of those chat points, your channel points, at the votes as they come in. We got quite a bit of time, so you still have time to decide to oh, it's a close one.
It's close.
This is a really close one.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh. My goodness, Heather.
Woo! Time is running out.
I mean, and it's only getting closer.
It's like a battle of who can use the most channel points.
All right, it's about to end, and after all of that, with 518 to 512, that is technically a win for blue, and
yes,
exactly 50-50.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Thank you everyone for using your channel points. That is crazy. That now brings our score to a tie. Blue 5, red 5, chance 1.
Chance 1. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. The barn. I think it's smoldering. It's
No smoke.
Boing. Okay, I need captains to the screen. Oh my gosh. Who would have thought it would be this tight? Nicole, you just got those last points, so I'm going to give you this opportunity to call this next head-to-head game. What do you want to challenge the Barringtons to?
We would love to charge the Barringtons to the game of Left Hand Larry.
Ooh, fantastic. Please bring all your teams to the screen. Okay, we're going to play the game of Left Hand Larry. That means, fans in the chat, I need a lot of categories. Things that would include a lot of items, like colors or types of chips. I don't know. I got chips on my mind. Maybe it's all the snacks that, a combination of all the snacks that Jesse has and the snack monkey story. I want some chips. All right, so give me some categories in the chat. What's going to happen is I'm going to call on a player, burn box style, like the first game, and they're going to have to give me an item in that category. I will continue to do that until someone messes up. They either repeat something that's already been said, they say something that does not fall into that category, or they don't come up with anything at all. Their brain explodes and they draw a blank. Or if they say something that isn't real.
This is awesome. There are so many good options here.
I love it. Oh my goodness. Okay. And it's Left Hand Larry. So if they mess up, they will put up their left hand. If they mess up again, they can clap and they will have to leave the screen. So the team with the last player left standing, or the most players left standing at the end, whoever gets eliminated first, that team who wins going to get 5 points and take the lead going into our final epic game. So, okay, I'm going to save that one. That's real good. Okay, so your first one, I'm going to try to go with okay, I love it. From Allie Healy, Christmas movies. So I'll take holiday movies, holiday or Christmas movies. 'Tis this season for the game of Left Hand Larry. Players, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Ashley.
Home Alone.
Luis.
Jingle all the way.
Tad.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Jesse.
Klaus.
Nicole.
White Christmas.
Hars.
Die Hard.
Hars.
Jingle Jangle, the scary one.
Okay, if you had, I don't know what that is. If you had stopped confidently with Jingle Jingle, I would have accepted it. Put up your right hand or your left hand, whichever one you want.
It's
one. Gotta call it tight. Okay, your next suggestion is dog breeds inspired by chance. Okay, Luis.
A Spaniel.
Jesse.
Golden Retriever.
Ashley.
Cockapoo.
Nicole.
Poodle.
Tad.
Bichon Frise.
Luis.
A Pit Bull.
Nicole.
Min Pin.
Jesse.
Shiba Inu.
Jesse.
Chihuahua.
Ashley.
Boxer.
Tad.
Blue Healer.
Tad.
A Gray Healer.
Tad.
Pink Healer.
Nope. Put up your hand.
There is a red one though.
I almost bought it, but nope. Okay, your next suggestion is cars. So makes of cars. Let's take that. Car brands. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Nicole.
Acura.
Jesse.
Honda Fit.
Ashley.
Kia.
Luis.
DeLorean.
Luis.
Tesla.
Jesse.
Hyundai Sonata.
Nicole.
The Mystery Machine.
Nicole.
Batmobile.
Ashley.
Ford.
Ashley.
Ooh, a Honda Civic.
Jesse.
A used Prius.
Jesse.
A Model T.
Hesitation. Put up your hand. All right, here we go. Ooh, gosh, these are great.
So many good ones.
From Christine, salty snacks, because we love snacks. Okay, salty snacks.
Salty.
Yeah, and I got to remember the people who have their hands up are still in this. Salty snack. Hars.
Jay's Kettle Cooked Chips.
Pad.
Chocolate ice cream with salt.
Luis.
Peanuts.
Nicole.
Cashews.
Jesse.
Almonds.
Ashley.
Salted caramel.
Pars.
Ruffles cheddar cheese and sour cream.
Ashley.
Potato chips.
Ashley.
Fritos.
Ashley.
Doritos.
Nicole.
Movie theater popcorn.
Luis.
Sour Patch Kids.
They're sour, but they're not salty.
Not salty.
I'm so sorry.
That's really more of an opinion.
Okay, well, put your hand up. Okay, here we go. From Lunar Llama 1, cocktails. And Kat, help me out. If there's a repetition and I have grazed by it, call that out for me because we're going.
I know. These guys are good.
Cocktails. Jesse.
Spicy margarita.
Pad.
Grasshopper.
Nicole.
Dirty snowball.
Pars.
A rum and coke.
Luis.
Dark and tan.
Ashley.
Mai Tai.
Ashley.
Ooh, tropical sunrise.
Nicole.
Manhattan.
Pars.
A margarita.
Ooh, we had a margarita already. It was a spicy one, but it was a margarita. I'm so sorry, but Hars is leaving the screen. From here on out, I'm gonna try to be real tight about things that are toeing the line of being similar. So try to watch it on the repetitions. Okay, that one is I appreciate the suggestion, but it is a little too hard. Numbers 1 through 6. Okay, okay, here we go. European countries.
I love a geography.
Luis.
Italy.
Pad.
Ireland.
Jesse.
Bosnia.
Nicole.
Scotland.
Ashley.
England.
Jesse.
Ireland.
Pad.
Repetition.
Ooh. That is.
Wait, but I wasn't paying attention.
I'm so sorry, but that's why I have Kat helping me out. Jesse has to leave the screen. All right, we're down to our final 4. We've got a couple hands up, and Ashley and Nicole are clean slate here. We're gonna, okay, I'm gonna take some harder ones.
Yeah.
From Alaska Warren, Lord of the Rings characters. Luis.
Bilbo Baggins.
Ashley.
Gandalf.
Pad.
Faramir.
Nicole.
Oh, me precious Gollum.
Ashley.
Potatoes.
No.
They're central to the plot.
But they're not a character. I'm so sorry, Ashley, to put up your hand. I love it, but no.
Potatoes.
Okay, from, I believe this is Mark Fleming, right? Okay, Pokemon types. Pokemon, here we go. I might need some help with this. I know. Okay, here we go. Pokemon. Nicole.
Squirtle.
Luis.
Pikachu.
Ashley.
Ash.
Okay, Pad.
Jigglypuff.
Pad.
Wigglytuff.
Nicole.
The hip hop Rhymominous.
I maybe would have believed it, but yeah, put up a hand. Okay.
You don't know.
Ooh,
And
okay.
wasn't Ash the boy?
I just want a big round of applause to these suggestions. These are great. From Amanda Brock, famous lakes. Pad.
Veronica.
Luis.
Ricky.
Nicole.
Michigan.
Ashley.
Erie.
Ashley.
Ontario.
Nicole.
Superior.
Luis.
Titicaca.
Pad.
Lake Titicaca.
Bell.
Nicole.
Forest.
Ashley.
Lake Winniwasaki.
Pad.
Lake Croix. Sparkling water.
No. We love it, but no. Pad has to leave the screen. All right. Ashley is the last player left from the red team. It could all come down to this. Oh, man, I feel like I gotta pick
songs with numbers in the title is looking at me.
Yikes. Wait, which one are you looking at?
Songs with numbers in the title.
Songs with numbers in the title. I didn't even see that one. I hadn't scrolled far enough. That is it. Songs with numbers in the title. We're gonna wait for. Okay, we all ready? Oh boy, here we go. Nicole.
99 6 love balloons.
Ashley.
1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5.
Luis.
50 ways to leave your lover.
Nicole.
I would walk 500 miles.
Luis.
1,000 days till never.
Ashley.
3 is the magic number.
Luis.
Don't ever leave after 5.
Nicole.
12 days of Christmas.
Luis.
Cracked himself up.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's down to our final 2 players. Oh, I need a real good suggestion for this. I wish I had one ready, but there's just.
I know there's so many. I'm scrolling and I can't choose.
Oh man. Yes, it is a movie. I see that. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm into the comments and not the.
I can pick one. I got one in
You
my
got one? You tell me.
federal cabinet level positions.
Okay, you can help me out.
Secretary of blank.
Okay, federal cabinet department positions.
I can
Okay,
help you
it's
with
all to this. I'm dropping my whistle. Nicole.
State.
Ashley.
Judicial.
Nicole.
Finance.
Ashley.
Putting knobs on a cabinet.
I love it, but no! That is 5 points to the boss. Oh, wow. I needed that laughter.
That was fun. I have a scoring update though, Heather. So the blue team just won that. It is now 10 points for the blue team. However, I got the red team score wrong last time. They do not have 5 points. They have 6 because both of us forgot their name at the top of the show. Chance is still in 3rd place with 1.
Yes, Chance with that 1 point. Chance could come back because, as everybody knows, anything can happen in our final epic game. All right, I need captains to the screen. Yeah, there they are. Whoa, what an entrance from you both. Okay, it's a close match. You know, anything can happen in this final game. It is the hardest game in comedy sports. 6 things. Nicole and Jesse, I need you each to send someone out of the room, out of the virtual room. Who's it going to be? Nicole.
I'm out of
in?
popcorn, so I gotta go.
Okay, Jesse's leaving.
And I'm sending out our most tattooed player, Luis Cortez.
All right. Hars is questioning, but okay.
Oh no, it's Luis by far.
They get tattoos together sometimes. All right,
I know.
they're leaving. They are gone. They can no longer see or hear us, and Kat will be responsible for texting them when they can come back. Okay. We got some activities earlier, which I don't know what those are yet. But we're going to have to get some replacements to make those even more challenging.
Your first one is flying a drone.
Flying a drone. Okay, well, we're going to make these a little bit harder because we've got pros here and they are just too easy for them to guess those things on their own. So we're going to make them a little bit trickier for this game. So for flying a drone, fans in the chat, can I get a suggestion of a product that you use regularly, like Crest toothpaste or hand lotion? Oh yeah. Okay, so your drone is hairspray. And also, I would love to get, I can't write, a place that you go regularly, like a grocery store or a Taco Bell. While I get my life organized over here and take a look at all these things.
You're doing great. We both are.
Thank you. Oh yeah, and you are flying a drone at yoga class. Kat, can you get a couple of things for our second activity?
Our second activity is getting stung by a bee. Getting stung by a bee. All right, I would like the I'd like this is one of my favorite gets. A a wacky tourist attraction, but let's make this one international. This is an international wacky tourist attraction. And may I also have the most exotic animal that you can think of? The most exotic animal that you can think of. So, crazy. All right. So, you're getting stung by a bee. Oh man, all of these are so great. At Easter Island. Getting stung by a bee at Easter Island. And the bee itself is a platypus. The bee is a platypus.
All right. I love it. Okay. Activity number 3, wear flip-flops. So for wearing flip-flops, I need, please, 2 items that go together, like peanut butter and jelly. And then I also would love something that you would not want to cuddle with, like a cactus. Okay, so yep, that's it. Your feet are peas and carrots, and the ground is a blender. Yep, don't want to cuddle with that. I love my blender, but I don't want to
All right, wonderful. Our 4th activity is flying a kite. Flying a kite. So give me any element off of the periodic chart. Number 1, an element off of the periodic chart. And also give me a celebrity right now who you hear their name, but you like don't know who they are. It's like too young for you. They're just too young for you. All right, so we are flying a kite. The kite is, I'm gonna say it is xenon. The flight is xenon, and you're doing it with Timothée Chalamet. I totally know who Timothée Chalamet is, though.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
He's in that Dune movie when it comes out. I don't know how to spell his name, that's for sure. Okay, playing ultimate frisbee. Playing ultimate frisbee. Okay, so I would love a band that you think Kat really enjoys listening to. And also, how about a a landmark that is in the back of the tour book? Not a landmark that you find, not the Eiffel Tower, something else that's a little deeper in the tour book, because these 5 and 6 are tricky, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, because it's in here a couple of times. You're playing ultimate frisbee with sticks. Do you like that? No? Okay. And you are at, oh, wow, that's mean. That's just a hard one. Oh, Brian, I love this place. Yes, you are at the Musée d'Orsay in Paris. It's a really wonderful museum.
It's excellent. That's where all the Impressionist stuff is.
Yeah, that's where you go to see all the Impressionism.
Yeah, that's the, all right, it's not even a secret anymore. Finally, you are washing a car. You are washing a car. So in the chat right now, put a famous woman from history. Famous woman from history. And also a famous historical item, like the Rosetta Stone, like an artifact of history. All right, so this is a historical challenge. All right. So, this is really fun. This is really fun.
I wish I could give all of the fans bonus
I
points
know.
for the great suggestions all night.
We should give them chances points. Okay, so your car is Excalibur.
Ooh.
Your car is Excalibur, although I guess it's not really history, that's fiction. I'm taking it. And a famous and you are doing it with Joan of Arc. A lot of Joan of Arc's in there.
Ooh, okay. Perfect. We have got all the things. I have written them really sloppily in my notebook, and we are about ready to go. I will give a thank you once again, loyal fans, for all those fantastic suggestions, and Kat for helping me to get those. Many of you are familiar with what's about to happen, but Luis and Jesse are going to have to guess these activities. The blue team is going to have the odds 1, 3, and 5, and the red team will have the evens 2, 4, and 6. While we're getting our players back into the room, I'll give you some more details about what's going to happen. So the blue team and the red team have to get them to guess these things, but they can't just tell them. They can only do so using mime and gibberish. Yes, that's it. And they will have a minute and a half, 90 seconds per activity in order to guess the activity and the replacements. The first 4 are worth 5 points each. Thing number 5 and 6 are worth 10 points each. That's when I say it is anyone's match, that's what I'm referring to. There are a lot of points on the line. I mentioned that they have the evens and odds, but if they were to not guess it, the other team has the opportunity to steal those points. So who knows what will happen. All right, we have our players back in the room. I believe they are ready to go and warmed up. So we're going to start first by bringing the bosses to the screen for this first activity. We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock. Players, for the game of 6 things. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Begin.
Shabarigi Shimanaga Flonka Flonka Tunka. Samarigi Simanaga Ashimanaga. Sagayo. Flonka Dinka Shiga Samanaga. Laka Sumbudago Flonka, but Superigi Shimanaga. Fuka Sumbadinka Samanaga. Shimanik. Flonka. Free.
Sriki Ribicota Parasakala Basikato, Peter
Shamanigi Samanaga. Flopa Dankishi. Shamanigi.
1 minute.
Broop. Shamanigi Flonka. Samagishimigi. Fonka Dinka Samaga. Flonka Dank. Subagishimiga. Shamiga. Shabagi Samanaga.
She the butter chini, Samina car, she the bar, Adaza, she the batasa, she the bar, she the baba, she the oh, see the bar, shut the bar. Oh, see the bar. Oh, see the
Cifra, Prata, Pratito, Sasa pra,
Sazapataza,
La Picata,
Flompatinka, somebody Flompaga Samaga, Shamigi Samaga, Sabaze, Sabaze, Flonka, Fonka Tanka Shinga, Basomadigi Fonka.
3, 2, 1.
We had like 4 seconds, ref. Come on.
Yeah, he was.
Seconds remain.
2 seconds remaining. Okay, Luis, for this first activity, what are you doing?
All right, I'm flying a drone. But my drone's not a drone, or at least it's a hairspray drone. And I'm not doing it in like a park or something like that. I'm doing it in a yoga studio.
I will take it. That is correct.
Yes!
5 points to the bosses. All right, we're moving right along. The bar has been set with Luis. Thing number 2, Jesse is ready to guess. 90 seconds on the clock.
Escobar.
Sibara fwa sika sabasaba. Asabara kabara kasabara. Safafafa sa fopump. Splooshy. Papa.
Escape.
Ska fwabara.
1 minute remains.
Skabara. Punk. Hook. Tink. Kabuha. Tink. Come on, Sada, forward.
Splooshy, splooshy. Essa é uma. Ho. Esse é ba.
Ska.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
All
Stop the clock.
right.
All
All
right.
right.
30 seconds.
Okay. I am a bee who is pollinating.
Tell me more.
Great. And I am pollinating at Boulder Pool.
Okay.
Yep. And my fellow bees aren't bees at all. They're ducks.
Oh boy. Okay, Jesse, I'm sorry, none of that is correct, but you do have 30 seconds.
Not even Boulder Pool.
No, I can see where your brain is at. It's, you got 30 seconds though.
Great. Let's do it.
So here we go.
Okay.
Whoops, I dropped it again.
Oh, ska fuisa sa bzz, sa fuida na. Ha, oh, ping, so fwa. Sa bzz, bisa, ska. Ja, saka.
Essa bo, essa pé, essa vira verata. Oh. Essa papa. Oh, hey, so splooshy, papa.
3.
Quack, sploosh. Bloop.
5.
No more time. Jesse, what are you doing?
I got stung by a bee.
Okay.
The bee is a duck. I'm a duck. We're all ducks.
Nope, one guess. Nope.
And you know what? You know where I'm at? Everyone knows where I'm at. I'm at Koala Waikiki Beach.
Ooh, wow. That sounds fun. But no. We're getting stung by a bee. Hey, Luis.
Hi.
You have the opportunity to steal this. Tell me the whole thing.
All right. So I'm getting stung by a bee. But the bees, they're not bees. They're platypi. And I'm not getting stung in like a regular place. I'm getting stung in the home of Rockhead's Easter Island.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! That is a steal for the bosses.
Well, that makes sense. When you put it that way, it makes sense.
Kat, can we get a quick scoring update?
It is now 20-6 to Chance has won.
All right.
Blue team ahead.
It looks
Take that,
like
Chance!
The blue team might be running away with it, but there are still 30 points
Lots
left
of opportunities.
in this match.
I'm coming for you, Chance.
Who knows? Right now, we're going back to the bosses for thing number 3. 90 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
Oh, shaba. Oh, hasa shinaba, hasa shidaba. Oh, shidaba. Oh, shidaba. Shadaba. Oh, shidaba. Ting, shadaba. Shidaba. Bum, shidaba.
A pinkity.
Yeah, shadaba. Shadaba.
Pop it, top it.
1 minute remains.
Somebody flonka passamidigi samaniga ombra flonka tanki siminiga. Fonka, shoot, bonk. Somebody flonka bug. Somebody abanaga, shumaniga, shock. Flonk, somebody sama sabogoso, sabadiga city. Abazimidigi, mamasa, farmer, abanago sumbloka flonka, somebody samaniga. Oh, somebody get. Num. Oh, such a capacita. Baza a casa.
Oh, shada, baba, shada. Oh, shada. Bang, shada, shing, tong, shada, go, shidaka, shada,
All right.
How much do we have left? We have 2 seconds.
Again, 2 seconds. All right. Luis, what are you doing?
All right.
I'm just going out for a walk. But my feet is that well-known children's character, a bitter bunny. And I'm walking on blenders. Whoa!
Whoa! Okay, you are technically walking on blenders. Whoa! The activity not quite there, and the other thing not right.
Which part? Was it the bitter bunny?
Yeah, bitter bunny, and as much as I would love to see it, was not it. Okay.
I don't think you saw the clue. Here we go. I'd like my 2 seconds, please.
You've got your 2 seconds. Okay.
That's it. That's been it for a while.
That's it. That's the time. Okay. Tell me again. What are you doing?
All right. I'm aerating my lawn. I'm aerating my lawn with that teeny tiny bitter bunny. And we're not doing it. You know what? We're so wrong at this point. Now let's just say that Hars is just there because why not?
Hars is there. Fair. Okay, Nicole's next novel is Bitter Bunny. Okay, Jesse has the opportunity to steal here. These 5 points could be yours. Jesse, tell me, what you doing?
Yep, so they're rehealing or resoling a pair of shoes, right? They're walking on blenders, and the shoes themselves are Lil Poop McDuck.
That's what I was gonna say.
Scrooge's nephew, Lil Poop.
Oh,
He's a rapper.
No.
Lil Poop.
Okay, wow. Nope. Just saying it over and over again doesn't help you. That is no points, unfortunately. You were walking on a blender, but the activity was wearing flip-flops. And your feet...
How am I supposed to aerate my lawn that way?
Your feet were neither of those famous children's characters. They were peas and carrots.
That's why Bitter Bunny likes fast food. When you put peas and carrots, that's what makes him bitter.
Wow,
And Little Poop McDuck is sponsored by Surge. So
no. You know what? We're off the rails. Okay, no points for that activity. We're gonna move right along to the number 4. See if the red team, the Barringtons, can get this one. 90 seconds on the clock for activity number 4.
Oh, si va d'accord. Oh, ça va à fois, foum, 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 foum. Fois, ça va, fois d'abord, pas ça.
Skibba ha sibba and skibba scoop siva shiva skibba swore and scoop baba disibba baba scoo safi
Ah, si, fois ça pas taka, ça fois pas ça, que ça. Hoo, fou, hum, skabada, ska, bring, sa fuega, so fo, kapakaka, sa foi, so, poka, so, bring, ko fuata, sa fuapa.
30 seconds.
Yes,
30 seconds.
All right.
22 seconds remain.
All right, 22 seconds. Jesse, what are you doing?
I'm flying a kite.
Yeah.
Okay. The kite is I Dream of Jeannie. And I'm flying a kite with the cast from Heart to Heart.
When they got together,
give him the points.
It was murder.
Okay.
Murder.
You know what, Jesse?
Surge.
You are flying a kite. You've got 22 seconds. Here we go. 22 seconds to clean this up.
Scuba, 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 toka, atukwa, scuba, sugwa, scuba, huchatilis, scuba, ska, bra, tu.
10 seconds.
Scuba.
Oh, skabada, fwa, sa, skadabadada, skabadada, fu, skabadaba, skadababa, skaba.
No more time. Okay, Jesse. Tell me, what are you doing?
I'd be lying, Heather, if I didn't say I was more confused now than I was before. But I'm gonna push through. All right? I'm gonna push through and play this bass guitar. All right, I'm flying a kite. I'm flying a kite. It's a beautiful day. It's windy. It's a great pastime to have to outdoors, right? And the kite itself isn't a kite. No, it's it's the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings. And I'm with Joan Jett and the Runaways. All the Runaways are there. Cherry bomb.
Despite the celebration dances that your team is doing, still not correct. You were flying a kite. Louise, opportunity to steal. You look like you confidently have got this for sure. I can't wait to hear it.
All right.
Louise, what you doing?
I'm flying a kite. The kite is the Disney Channel show iCarly.
Oh.
And then and then I'm pretty sure the song to the Jeffersons was playing.
Okay, wow. No.
Oh, was it? Oh, no, you know what? I heard my mistake. I meant to say Good Times.
There it is.
Oh man. Okay.
I just heard how stupid I sounded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys are gonna feel so silly when I tell you that you're flying a kite, and your kite was, you were a little closer with Disney Channel because there was a movie, Xenon, Girl of the 21st Century, but your kite was Xenon,
What?
like the element, and you were with, get this,
We won't get it.
Timothy Chalamet. Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, from the new Dune movie.
Yeah, yep, there we go. Or a good
You could have done that.
Okay. No points. So we're moving into, you know what? We are moving into our 10-point round. There are still 20 points left in this match. Thing number 5, I'm gonna recover. Thing number 5, 90 seconds on the clock for the bosses. Here we go.
Oh, shabba dabba sabba gishama flonka pink. Some of the gishama like a tonka, banka, shaka, shot, flonk. Some of gishama. Shwomp. Flonka, he's a badaga.
Funka sinkra bata, alakata, a free.
Shinamasaka, Shinapa, Shida Papa, Shi, Papa,
Abarataka, Priparatakato, or la sinkitapa.
Shapa, Sinkalapa,
Tinkapato.
Shapa, Shida Papa, Shiga Madapa, Shidapa, Shada, Data, Shampa Papa, Shampa Pada, Shampa Dada, Shapa, Shampa Dada, Shadapa, Shidapada, Shidapada, Shidapa, Shidapa, who did it? Oh, Shida Pada. Shidapata, Shidapada, Shidapada.
Abata, Abatakata, Abatakata, Abata, Pribitico,
Somebody gave some malaga. Flonka basinga daga. Some get flonka basimiga. Asamiga. Some of the combush. Somebody gives some gets some malaga. Flonka donk. Somebody some malaga. Flonk. Samaga. Samana Araba. Sabaga Buga. Mana. Samagi Samalaga. Flunk Donka.
4, 3,
Pasa. Sumaligi.
1. 3.
That is time. All right, Luis. for 10 points. What are you doing?
All right. All right. Here we go. I'm trying to remember my activity. And I knew I had it too. All right. I'm playing ultimate frisbee. Ultimate frisbee. And then my frisbee. My frisbee is why did it just all fall out of my head? No. All right. Let's get serious for a second. I'm playing ultimate frisbee, but I'm playing ultimate frisbee with the band Styx. I'm playing with the band Styx, and then the frisbee itself. You know what? The frisbee itself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No more time for a guessing. Also, I am taking a point away from the bosses for Hars.
Yeah.
Doing that activity after time was up. That is not
you.
Cool.
I can agree with that.
Not
cool. There was a fly in my room.
Hars, I will bench you.
Yeah, continuing to talk about it isn't going to help your case, my dude. Okay, so that was not correct. You had the activity correct. You were playing ultimate frisbee with the Styx. Jesse, you could take these 10 points if you could tell me. Repeat it for me. And
Sure. So Luis was playing ultimate frisbee with the band Styx, and they were doing it at the Sorbonne.
So close. You were at the Musée d'Orsay.
It's my 8th guess.
Unfortunately, no points were awarded, but we did take a point away from the bosses, so that brings our score to
19 to 6 to 1.
Okay.
Give it a chance. I didn't want to do that last thing in case I was wrong.
Yeah. Just to make it interesting, I'll make this last thing worth 12 points, and if we add in Chance's point, that could
tie it up.
I'm sorry, hold on. So if we were in second place, right, and you would be like, you know what? I really want this other team to maybe win. So I'm just gonna like make up arbitrary rules now. Would that also happen? I'm just trying to be clear.
Talk to Hars about that, because he could be.
Hey, you know what? Take another point away from the bosses.
Good call, ref.
18 just for questioning me. Okay, so that brings our score 18 to 6. This
Ref
last
Heather.
can
Ref
be
Heather.
12 points.
Chance just asked me to get. He wants us to have his point.
18 to 7.
It's 18 to 7.
Can we finish this?
Yeah. This last thing is worth 11 points. No, I don't even know anymore. Kat, what did I say?
You said 12.
It was 13, but it doesn't matter. Let's see if they win.
We'll see what happens. Here we go. There's 90 seconds.
Winner take all, essentially.
Sí, shing, ha, kya. Tick, 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 ha. Shing, shing, shing. Yeah.
Yes.
Guys. 1 minute.
There's one.
It's like less than 1 minute.
Okay.
35
seconds remaining. Thank you, Jason. Okay, Jesse, what are you doing?
I'm washing my car. My car is Excalibur, and I'm with Joan of Arc. I'm sorry, Nicole.
The red team has taken it.
Oh,
the looks
Thank you, Chance!
Without that chance point, it couldn't have happened. But it was a comeback win tonight for the bearing tons of fun. Let's say goodnight to your second place team.
They still hate me.
Horace Sonderger, Luis Cortez, and Nicole Devon. Your unlikely but victorious team tonight. Ashley Guerin, Pat Connolly, and Jesse Gomez. Jason Geis has been behind the scenes all night. David Yance has been on music. And let's one more 6s and 7s for your referee all night. Wearing her comedy pants, Heather Scholl. Good night, everybody. Thank you for coming. See you on New Year's Eve.